down and ask. You know who was supposed to pay for the wedding?
The wedding, the bride's
That's the
family.
bride's father.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Does that happen?
Most of the time,
Does it
both people
happen?
pay for it. Most of the
Yeah, a
time.
lot of times
Thank
it's a
you.
lot of times recent. It's been the two people that are getting married that have been paying for it due to families not having wealth.
Money like that, right? To pay
Yeah,
for it. Most of the time,
being
it's a
broke.
shared burden
So
But
because
I'm
most
a
people
big
don't have the
advocate.
money to do that. Like
yeah,
I'm a
but
realistically,
if it's a
but most
woman
people
that's
aren't
coming,
traditional
God,
either. Like
I can say this and it ain't gonna make no sense. But I
Oh,
am a big
Vonda,
advocate. I'm a big advocate of ladies. At the end of the day, y'all still operate in a patriarchy, which is ran by
the white
men,
man's
not black
patriarchy.
men. Hold up. Can I get it out, please? I'm just trying to throw you a gem here. All right.
It's not a gem.
You still operate in the patriarchy, which was never designed for black men, which it almost seems like sometimes y'all don't give a fuck about us. Y'all don't respect us. And then y'all expect us to respect everybody. That's not fair. It never will be fair. To understand the power and influence that y'all have as women and the power of choice y'all need to figure that shit out. We still operate under this white patriarchy, all right? Even though we are men, this has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Okay? Don't let them pit y'all against us because no other race does what we do.
Nobody's
And I ain't
pitting us
trying to make it
against
Yeah,
y'all,
racial.
though.
that
I
was
think
bullshit.
Shit,
oftentimes y'all try
it
to
was.
literally
uphold
just
the
said
white man's
y'all don't need
patriarchy,
us
Rock.
for shit.
Well,
Y'all
Rock, the
literally
problem
just
is
said y'all
that
don't need us for shit.
yes, because we don't. Realistically, no
All
black
right.
women will live, breathe, and die without having a man and be just fucking fine. Chances
That's
are they'll
not
outlive
good.
your ass if you're single.
That's not
But here's
good.
the reality of it all, right? Y'all love to uphold the white man's patriarchy. Nobody told
Ooh,
you motherfuckers you had to be in charge because if you look back in Africa, there are a lot of times matrilineal, sir. So when we have these conversations
I know
about
about
the things that y'all are
matriarchs.
supposed to be doing in a nuclear family and all that, that's the white man's patriarchy that y'all are trying to uphold.
Wait a minute.
So when y'all have these
Who
conversations with us,
weaponizes the system?
sir,
Who
Rock, when y'all have
weaponizes
these
the system?
conversations with us about the patriarchy, y'all
I
try to
can't.
uphold the patriarchy while
I
simultaneously
can't.
saying it doesn't work for y'all.
I
It's
know.
stupid.
I know you're gonna
And
use
it
it
don't.
simultaneously.
It don't. It does not. I don't know what she talking about, bruh. You making up whatever
So
you
let me
want to
ask you
make
a
up
question
in
then,
your
Rock. If you don't know
head.
what I'm
Wow.
talking about, let me clarify it for you, okay? Do you believe that the patriarchy helps black men?
Mm-mm.
Do you believe that black men have been accustomed to believe that they're supposed to be in charge of the entire household? Yes or
No.
no?
I said no.
That's a lie because most
No.
men say that up
Wait a
here,
minute. I
especially.
just, this is what I be saying. You could tell a woman exactly what you mean,
Rock,
and
I'm
she will
telling
make up
you,
in her
that's
own
your
head.
opinion. And I'm
But you
telling
No.
you
can't
from what
say
I,
we hear
no
every
because
single
you
day.
just
you could.
said that you feel
I
like men
If
should
said
be
hold on a
leading.
no.
second, Rock, hold on a
I
second,
said
because
no. I
if
don't need them.
maybe you don't believe that, Rock, and I agree that you don't believe that, but most
Opinions are
men do
like
not
assholes.
believe what you
Everybody got
believe,
one.
Rock, because they talk about it every single day about how women are supposed to get
That's
behind a man.
social
Get
media.
behind a man. And matter of fact, weren't you the same nigga saying that we needed y'all? That's
Right.
upholding the patriarchy,
Y'all
sir.
do.
Like, we
Y'all do.
don't. We
But no,
don't.
but
We don't. Rock, let me explain
listen to
something to
y'all.
you.
See that
Rock, rock,
exactly.
rock, rock,
Y'all
rock, rock, rock. Hold on. Hold on. Because realistically, outside of you niggas being the help, we don't have to be in relationships with y'all. Yes, my taxes pay for the man to fix the roads and all that other shit, the jobs that you niggas sign up for. But realistically, in 2026, women can get their own food, pay their own bills, house themselves, take care of their children with or without a man present. That's the reality of it all. So it sounds really dumb when y'all run around saying, y'all need us. Need you for what? That's why I asked you specifically, what do you want women to need you for? Because realistically, most women don't need you, they want you, which is why they're so easy to get rid of you niggas. Like, that's really what it is. If women needed you, they wouldn't be so quick to leave you.
That's the fact.
Understand?
So,
That's a fact.
y'all know that getting down on one knee, where that even comes from?
Can you tell us, Uncle?
It came from knights. It's not even a marriage thing. Knights are like the
Oh, they
lowest.
kneel once they being knighted. You're right.
Hmm.
Yeah, knights are the lowest form of a royal family. So getting down on one knee was basically someone that's from outside of the royal family, basically pledging their allegiance to the royal family. And knights are the only non-royals that were allowed to get married. So when they got married, they got down on one knee to pledge allegiance to their wife, the same way that they pledge allegiance to their lord. So like this idea of getting down on one. First of all, y'all not marrying no knights. Y'all not getting married into royalty. So
Mm.
no one should be getting down on a knee to propose to you. Number one, it's asinine. You're not getting into the royal family. You're just getting married. That's it. That's all that's happening there.
Mm.
That's smart, Uncle. You a smart man.
I don't
It's
know.
symbolism at its finest. It's
I ain't gonna
symbolism.
lie. I hate this fucking generation of people. I hate y'all. Here's why I
I
hate
can't
y'all.
I can't
I
stand
say
none
this
of
shit
them.
all the time. Like, I ain't even just talking. I'm not pointing it at men. I'm not pointing it at women. I say y'all because it's both. Bruh, have y'all ever sat back, like really sat back in your own thoughts and realized that this generation of people is changing all of the good shit we had
Yep.
I
and
agree.
keeping all of the negative shit we had?
Yep.
Like, it was a beautiful thing for a man to fall in love and get down on one knee and ask a woman to marry him. And we're literally making it a, oh, well, it's a gravity pull. It's a leadership role. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are we making everything so fucking hard? Do y'all
Right.
want to be fucking
And
The
miserable? Do
same
nobody
reason
want to
why
be
they think
happy?
treating your woman good is being a
That's why I said earlier, like, why are we sitting here, just thinking about all the other shit instead of the
Does nobody,
positive shit?
I just want to know, does nobody not want to fucking be happy?
The thing,
Does
yo,
nobody
people,
not want to be
Motherfuckers
in
be,
love?
people
girl,
are
I
Mag,
moving.
mean,
motherfuckers
I
don't want
mean,
to
They're
thrive for none of
moving.
this shit they be talking about at
look,
all.
but
Everybody.
let's really look at it for what it is. If me being happy means some people just choose to want to enjoy the happiness of living a lie. Some people are comfortable with it. Some people, this is why we've reached a generation of the truth. The truth is something that's been is hated at a drastic level now. Because when it's brought to the table, it's like, how dare you bust my delusional bubble? How dare you not allow me to live in this chaotic world of what I consider happiness? This is why there's safe space for toxicity now
and you
because
know the
people are
thing, yeah.
happy within it. But simultaneously, the truth almost seems like a cancer when
somebody
at the
get this
same
nigga a
time,
word
this
of the
same
day
when
calendar.
when
A
when at the
thesaurus even.
God, oh man! But at the same time, man, and I'm gonna say because I'm gonna say I'm not doing it. At the same
It's gonna
time, the
say
phrase is still
simultaneously,
the
brother,
yeah
simultaneously.
simultaneously. My bag, bro.
Get a
Simultaneously,
thesaurus.
the
God damn.
phrase that was the phrase that was it back then still is the phrase that is today. The truth will always set you free. It never said how it will set you free. It never said it wouldn't be painful. It never said it wouldn't be aggressive. It just said it would set you free. That's why after that, the phrase whatever kill you makes you stronger existed. It's a reason why it's a reason why these sayings existed. But for some reason we overlook them sayings for the do what makes you happy. And do what makes you feel great. Don't who gives a fuck about how the world sees you. Be beautiful, and then simultaneously the very things you consider to be beautiful is acknowledged as being ugly. It's almost like this is they push theirs on you that you hate to accept, but it's about being an individualistic. You got to be an individual, stand out, be something different, and simultaneously the very thing you stand out to be something different. You don't want to own the very disruption it's bringing to the very community you're supposed to be operating in.
And that's
It
what
tells you to stand up, be strong. Though you don't need a man. You can do this on your own. Then simultaneously, the very man you saying you don't need is the very man you're colliding with within the mindset that you choose to operate in. When
Oh
simultaneously, the
my
community
God.
doesn't exist without both of y'all.
Well,
and
It's
so
the
what
basically,
I
man. This shit
we live
You
crazy.
in
know,
we
the
live in a
craziest shit is that where everybody tries to pretend like they don't know why shit is the way it is now. The reason why it is the way it is now, because people see how marriage was glorified, and a lot of people saw what actually happened within those marriages, bro. Also, and also there's a direct correlation with the dip in women getting rights. We can pretend like it's not a thing all we want, but realistically, when women needed you, we were pushed towards marriage. Now that we don't necessarily need you, it's not as big of a deal. We can literally go through our whole life, and you can cuckoo all day about how women need some man and this, that, and the third. But realistically, most people know that's not true. Like, so I mean, hey, I think it's whatever people choose to want for their life. It's some women that don't want no fucking kids in a family. It's some men that don't want no fucking kids in a family. And y'all need to
Gen
stop trying
Z.
to push people towards these ideologies of what it used to be, because it's people who shouldn't have kids and they treat their kids fucking terrible because they didn't really want kids, but they were pressured to do so.
If
So, I mean, I think that we need to stop telling people how they should live their life and worry about your own fucking life, because you have to look at yourself in the mirror every day and know that you made the right decision for you. And
Yeah.
your decision for you might not be the best decision for somebody else.
And
I
also
What up,
some
y'all?
people
Can
can't
I
handle
just
things
got
too.
here. Can I,
Oh, hey,
are we,
Pockets, do me a
hi
favor.
guys.
Just
Pockets.
turn in your ticket. You
I
Uh,
automatically.
can't, I can't join the house for
um
some reason. I don't know why.
yeah, Danielle, she can't. She out of the
Oh, okay. I'm sorry,
Pockets. You
Pockets.
ain't just get here. You've been sitting here
No,
listening.
no, I'm
I've been
wondering, no,
watching
no,
you. No, I'm playing.
I'm screaming, Mac. I'm wondering, like, what are we arguing the fact that we don't, because I do believe that men and women low key do not need, with if we're using the word need, since we want to use big words and no definitions, need, we don't truly need
Uh,
each other for anything. We want and desire each other, and that's
Exactly.
okay.
That's what I
I
was
think,
saying,
yeah,
that's
Pockets.
I
not what
honestly,
I'm
no,
saying.
if I could finish,
Y'all gonna do
hold
that.
on, because I literally just got off the mic. I've been listening to you guys. I
Okay.
feel like when it comes to that need, if a
It's
woman needs a man,
12:31.
Hey, Trish, you got a hot mic.
my bad, love.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I think when it comes to a woman, if a woman truly needs you, that means she is dependent on you. And it becomes to the point where you have to be reliable for her, whether it's her emotions, her actions, the things that she needs. That's a lot of pressure to put on a man. That really strains a relationship when you don't have a woman who's independent in some way. A lot of men want a woman who's not there in the head. A lot of men want women who don't know how to do certain things by themselves just because men want to feel needed, and that's okay. You were literally conditioned to feel that way by this society, by this culture. And I feel like when women and men desire each other and can operate in life without each other, that is the most powerful couple in the world, is when they know how to operate without each other. If something happens to that man and he becomes disabled, God forbid, that woman can step up and be that person that you need her to be. She can be that leader because one, she learned from you, and two, she learned from probably her great parents that were around, or she just knows how to be a good woman and be a good leader in her life in general. And if you
And maybe
trust her enough, hold on, Rock, if you trust her enough to literally raise your children, to raise your seed, I don't understand what's going on to where you don't have a woman who's an independent thinker, or at least able to do things without you. I think that whole, like, we need each other thing is very toxic because we really don't need each other. We desire each other, and that's most of
so I get what you're saying, Pockets, but then in the same breath, like, I'm sorry, we was, whether you believe in the Bible, don't believe in the Bible, believe in God, don't believe in God, bro, we was put on this earth for each other. So
yes.
we do need each
But
other
even
because
in the
even as a
Bible, it
woman,
says everybody's not going to get married, Mac.
which
Like,
is
even
very
in the
true,
Bible,
which
it
is
says that.
hold on, because I wasn't making the point that everybody was going to get married. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, as much as men like to get up here, I don't need a woman, I just want a woman. Women get up here, I don't need a man, I just want a man. Bro, let's be fucking honest. Let's be rawly honest. Is shit not better when you have a nigga? Or are y'all just so
Oh,
used to
I'm
fucking with
engaged. I'm
bum
so
ass?
happy.
No, no, I know, Pockets, I know. I'm talking in general, like not to you directly. But when that's a trauma response, bro.
I
That
don't think
I
it's
don't
a
need a
trauma
man.
response, though,
Ho-
Mac. I think that
It
when you look
is. It
out
is.
in
And
the
I'm finna
full
tell
and
you,
see
if I can
need,
finish my sentence, I'm gonna tell you why it's a trauma response. It's a trauma response because it's the same thing with men. Once motherfuckers go through heartbreak and hurt, you start trying to find avenues to protect yourself. So that whole I don't need a man mindset comes from hurt women, comes from women that got cheated on, beat it on, had kids for niggas, and they did not take care of their children. That is a trauma response. Women that have went through the process of healing do not have that mindset. I had that mindset. I went through my process of healing, and I no longer had that mindset because every nigga don't operate the same.
I
Every
agree.
woman don't operate the same.
May I respond to that? Because I feel like I'm engaged about to be married, and my soon to be husband literally tells me all the time, "You do not need me. You are a strong woman by yourself." He's like, "We do not need each other for nothing." Like he literally is present on letting me know that I am a strong woman by myself, and that I do not need him to be that woman to live on with my life. That I think that's what I'm saying. If I want to think logically, if I want to have a family, I do need a man. If I want to be a mother, if I want to be a wife, I do need a man for that goal. But if my goal is to just live and survive and thrive, I really don't need a man. But if my goal, which my goal is to be a wife, a stay-at-home mother, and to literally prosper with my man, I do need him for that. But just to live, I do not. So it really depends on the goal of the person and what their goal is. If their goal is to just be successful in life, be happy, women can do that by themselves. They don't need a man to be happy. But if her goal is to be a mother, then yes, she does need a man. So it really does depend on the logic you're coming from
Well,
and what your goals
here's
are.
the
This is
thing,
this
and
is the
Facts,
this
man.
is what
the selfishness of this conversation is
this is
crazy
well real
because
fast,
40.
bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Because I just we keep using the word need. Then simultaneously we're operating and
Get
speaking
a
from a
fucking
position,
Dolores.
But
and
Clarity, was I wrong
simultaneously,
though, or did you like what part was I wrong?
yeah, that's why I'm about to address facts. You can't say I can do this by myself when simultaneously the world itself shows nothing is done alone.
You know what
That
I mean,
problem.
Clarity.
Yeah, I
Clarity,
get you, but
why
here's
you
the
got that mic? Get rid of that pink ticket for me, Clarity. Thank you, Pop.
Charles
I ain't got
did.
Yo,
no
real
Was
pink
that
quick,
ticket.
real
Charles?
quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. If you guys are just joining, we're talking about is it right if a woman proposes to, and then I also hear you guys talking about a woman wanting a man, needing a man, and all of this good stuff. Honestly, if I'm with my woman, I want you to need me. You can't even not want to breathe without me. You feel me? Like I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but it's leverage in the relationship. You feel me? Like
I don't know.
when I got shit going on and you need me, and I just feel like somebody gonna need somebody more than the other. I don't care how independent you are. Drop that shit once you get with a man so a man can be in a man's position. A lot of y'all still want to hold on to your independence and still be in a relationship, and that's why the shit really don't be working sometimes. But I find when you drop your independence a little bit and let that man, the right one, Danielle, not just any nigga, right? Because you can't just drop your independence and a nigga leading you to hell. I'm talking about the right. If he's
Stack,
leading
I think
you
that
to success, then you can drop your independence. You ain't got to bags upstairs. You ain't got to do your own gas. I
Do you
got
hear
it.
me? I ain't touched the
hey,
fucking
Stack,
So
gas
I
that's what I'm
think
trying
pump
to
it's a
tell you.
level
Wait,
of
I'm
in
not
so
done. No,
independence
I'm
that
long.
done.
you
I'm not done.
get.
I'm not done.
Max,
I
same
got y'all.
here.
I got y'all. I'm gonna give it to you. Y'all can have y'all independence when the nigga's not around, but when the man is there, drop that shit. You ain't gotta be no
Yeah.
tough ass bitch. You ain't gotta be no tough. You ain't gotta be tough no more. I
I
got
love
this. Let the
standing in
man
Princess.
become the man. But guess what? You guys can do the independence thing, and it is attract can get things done, and you don't have to, you know, bet. I'm not around right now, right? So it is attractive when women do things that have to get done when your
Right.
man's not around. So that's good too. But also the men we want to fit. So if
Absolutely.
That's
want us,
something you
yeah.
get over time, though, Stack.
My
Off
man
the
is my
rip,
leader
that
regardless.
woman is not, that interdependence is something that forms over time. That's not something that happens immediately for most people. So, yeah, people are independent in the beginning and they gain a level of interdependence. But if it's codependent, that's a whole nother situation, because a lot of times people are incapable of doing things and they become codependent on the other person.
That's
Now,
a fact.
when you're two independent people that come together, right? Y'all formulate a routine. If somebody slacks one day, the other person can pick up where they left off and all of that stuff. That's interdependence.
Right.
But if you can't function without the other person, your ass is codependent like a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
And
that
most
puts a
of
lot of
y'all
pressure on men.
codependent like a motherfucker.
Right, and that puts a lot of
But
pressure on men. That literally stresses men out when they're
But
like, I don't want to be some girl's father. Like we hear that a lot, where some dude's like, I don't want to be some girl's father. I want to be her daddy, right? Like you be her father, which is understandable because you don't want to raise your wife. Like you don't want to raise your girlfriend. Like you want your girl to be grown. You want her to know, at least to have a little bit of wisdom, have a little bit of logic, to at least know right from wrong, what not to do, what to do, so that if she ever is alone without you,
that's
she knows how to handle her life and her situation. If a man ever approaches her, she knows how to respond because she is literally independent enough to
right,
do so. So, and
that's
that's a
exactly
beautiful
what I
thing.
was
but
But my
saying.
my man is still my leader, though. Best believe we
but
still
Wait,
that,
had a
and
hot
that's the
debate.
key
wait.
word. There it goes right there. That's what I was
Thank
looking
you.
for. And that
Thank you.
approach, what she just said, that's the only word I was looking for. No matter how much you operate from this position of being interdependent and things of that nature, the objective of the father always being in your life was for you to understand what leadership looks like,
Oh
so you
yeah, of
can
course.
learn how to properly follow. So when you're no longer under your father's leadership, when you get with that man, you understand what it looks like to align with him, which allows the relationship not to be as difficult when you're operating from a position of, yeah, we got to put our heads together, which is true. But simultaneously, somebody has to be the head. And it's a
So
respectful understanding of the head that allows you to grow within that situation. It's not saying because she's part of the body, she doesn't play a part. It's just
Right.
a position of you can't have two heads in one household. That's the reality of it. You've never seen two kings and one castle.
Most of
That
y'all
that's
never
And
for
have,
a
Right.
y'all,
yeah.
reason.
yeah,
Well, I
So
agree. I agree.
and y'all speak differently from me. I'm from the South. This is why it might sound like somebody called me slow a minute ago. Far from it, okay? But this is what I'm talking about. And what I try to promote is at the end of the day, if you vet these people properly, these things you will know, which when I look at it from my perspective, which perspective is everything, I'm looking at it like who has the actual power and decision of making these choices? So that's what he's basically saying. It can't be this way and then that way. And we do know that women do operate in an emotional manner versus the men. Women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can. Keep that in mind.
Rock, can I ask
I
you a
want y'all to
question?
know that. And then y'all pick
Hmm.
if a nigga get down on the knee to ask you to marry him, who has or you have the power to say yes or no. Don't worry the fact that he got down. Yeah, he made the choice to get down on the knee, but the final decision comes from who. So that's what I'm attacking.
So,
I hear what y'all
so Rock,
saying. Go
let
Rock,
me
do
ahead.
we
ask
think
you.
that men are getting on their knees to women that they don't think is gonna say yeah? Like
Right, most of the time,
I feel like when
they
a
know.
man gets down on his knee, he pretty much knows what his woman answer is gonna be. I feel like a woman getting down on her knee, if a man ain't proposed yet, it's been however many years you want to put on it.
He don't want
I
to.
think you gonna get embarrassed.
Hey, well, Rock, let me ask you this, right? So you said
Mhm.
that man is gonna be the one who makes the final decision. Okay.
No, I said
Um,
the woman.
no, I'm talking about not when you propose. I'm talking about during the relationship, right? He's the head, he's the leader, whatever, whatever, right? So
I
my
didn't say
question
that
to you
either.
is, well, what did you say then? If a woman and a man is married, who's in charge, in your opinion?
The woman. The woman's in charge. You wanna know why? She
Rock?
always gets the
My
she gets the
husband is in charge.
she gets the last say so. Y'all know that the woman get the last
Thank
say
you.
so.
If y'all knew
I don't
just
know why
how
y'all acting like women don't be getting the last say so. I hear you, but the woman
Exactly. And that's my point
dog,
because
well,
they
show
get
me
up
what
here
that
and they
looks
harp
like with the
around,
woman getting
they
the
harp
last say
about
so.
hold on,
making,
What
let
does
me
that
tell
look
you.
like?
hold
Let me
I
on,
tell
think
hold
you.
on.
Let me
okay,
tell
well
you.
Hold on.
Let me tell
So,
you. Let me tell
no,
you
go
how.
ahead.
Let me tell you how the woman gets the last decision. Men always go when you got a real one in your corner, you're always gonna brush it past her one good time to make sure that this is a final decision. Now, a lot of you men
Amen.
haven't been with real women, so y'all don't know what women's intuition is. Now, when you're deep diving with a woman and you really been with a woman, her intuition will start rubbing off on you. Men, we don't really
I still
have
say
good
no though, and
intuition
I'll
like
say
that.
yes
Wait, nigga, I'm not done. Why is niggas talking when I'm talking?
because
We
you're not
don't
making
have
any
good
sense.
intuition.
Alexander,
Shut
shut
the
up.
fuck up. Shut up, pussy. I don't give a fuck what you say,
Shut
bitch.
the
If
fuck
it's
up,
nigga,
hoe.
go to the other room, you
Hurry your whole
faggot.
ass shit up.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Y'all niggas be pissing me off. Shut up. Now, the intuition is important. When you are been with a woman, I'm telling you, when you're diving deep and you really believe and you want to manifest things and shit like that, yeah, y'all know where I'm going, right? All right, then. So it starts to rub off on you when you got the right one and you will brush it past her. Is this a good decision? Should we do this, honey? Because you know that she is the right person to brush this by. Intuition is everything. You women have the strongest intuition in the world. And you already know that. So
this
when
is
you getting with
true.
a man, yeah, so when you getting with a man and he's rocking with you and he's on the same accord as you, he's gonna have the same intuition as you. So
That's a
thank you,
fact.
ladies, for giving
And
us
we,
intuition.
and
Amen.
as
Thank you.
well as I mean, like people
The
love to
point
talk
of
about
force
this
and
as
battle.
chess, not checkers.
Right.
But in reality, what does the queen do on the
She
chessboard?
moves everything.
You moving everything. You protecting your king. So if you get into
Mm.
a position with a man where he not allowing you to move and protect him, or give certain entities of direction to certain shit, because one thing that we have to understand, this is why women and men need each other to a certain extent. Men pay attention to the bigger picture. Women, we are inclined to pay attention to detail. So your man could be telling you, babe, I want to start this business with this podcast, and I'm finna go buy a microphone, I'm gonna get a desk, and I'm gonna just start doing that shit. You as a woman gonna say, nah, babe, when you do that shit, you gonna have to pay attention to this. You gonna have to navigate certain things and do it like this. When you get your microphone, make sure you have this. That's what you are there for. But I think people have lost sight of what the fuck helpmate is. I think people have lost the sight of what the fuck a real man is. Because you got dictators out here that want to act like, nah, bitch, you a robot. Just do what I say. Don't do nothing outside of what I say, because I'm the man. Then
So
you
that's
have men out
what
here that are simps and suckers, like Clarity like
that.
to say, where they bend and fold to any fucking thing a woman has to say. Then you have them neutral men that are in position where I know I'm the leader, but I do go to my woman for her consent because I didn't choose this woman for no fucking reason. She's here for a reason.
What's the
Yeah, you supposed to
balance?
So,
defer to the person
Here's
that
the
has the most
thing.
knowledge.
but
What's the balance to intuition? Because I hear you saying, I hear Stack saying, like the woman has the last say so, which
yeah,
I totally disagree with. Because again, you can talk intuition from women, or you can talk discernment from men. At this point, which one gains a greater understanding in
I'm
its
just
purpose?
all right,
But on a
Clarity.
balanced
Not clarity into so you're gonna make me retract my statement. All right, cool. So he brought up the discernment part. You feel me, Danielle? So here we go. Let's get into this discernment part. Check this out. Yes, we have good discernment, bro. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up so you can give me a little bit of pushback. But there is clarity. I'm telling you, bro. We have good discernment. Yes, we fail. We do that too. But I swear to God, when you got a woman that is tapped into her higher self, like off the chain, it's gonna be a higher intuition than us, bro.
right,
The
and I and
discernment
I
that we have.
get that,
I'm
but
just
see,
telling you, and we
I'm
could
not
have the
see.
highest man in the world, bro. We could be at the top.
Zach, why are we
I just
pretending
think
like
that
women don't
woman's
also
intuition
have
is a little bit
discernment though?
stronger than the man's discernment. I don't. Y'all
And
can give
and
me
I'm
pushback if
and
you want.
here's
I
the
think
thing. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is the balance is where it becomes an offset, because in that discernment, it's at one point she might have the last say. So at some point she might not, depending on his discernment as a leader and understanding the position he plays as a guidance. So maybe her intuition might work at this point, but then his discernment say, well, that's not it. So it's not saying every once in a while her intuition might make sense from the position of him operating tournament, but then at some point it might not make any sense. And it's the reality of that man owning his position that he plays within a relationship and understanding the roles. And
so
at
that's what.
some
You should
So
defer
so
to the
what
person that has the most knowledge
I'm
in that
trying to get
subject.
at.
If me and my husband are talking about real estate and we're talking about the intricacies of real estate, and I know for a fact this is not what he does, for you to tell me you're gonna have the last decision because you want to, I'm not gonna support that shit. Because at the end of the day, this is what I fucking do for a living, right? So a lot of times y'all will feel like you supposed to have the last say because you have the swinging dick. And that shit makes no sense considering that discernment is something that's learned, not inherent. Just because you have a dick and balls don't mean discernment, okay? Because a lot of y'all don't have it, okay? So these
Nah,
conversations about discernment and all of these things, these are all acquired skills. You may have it, you may not. Just because you're a man doesn't mean you have that shit. Because some
now,
of y'all are
Rock,
clueless
wait a
out
minute.
here in the real world.
I'm a,
So
I'm a,
it sounds good, but you should defer to the person who has the most knowledge in the subject because you're more likely to get a positive outcome.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna back off the mic because I'm burnt out at this point and I can't do
You
it.
were born
But I'm
burnt
gonna
out.
say, yep, say no more. Stacks, pay attention to what I say, because at the end of the day, bro, I operate at a
I
certain
think
point
you
where
met your match
it is what
clarity
it
though.
is.
You and
It's
you and
not, and
Danielle.
you don't. No, I think as a man, you just know when to just back off, like it don't be worth it. You feel what I'm saying?
I think
Sometimes things
Danielle's
are
worth
meant.
it though.
Some things
Clarity,
are work.
clarity,
When you
Some
clarity,
can't
things
get
are.
a
clarity,
point
No,
in
I'm
with
clarity,
it,
not.
you
I'm not
always
having that
do.
clarity. I
When
conversation.
think
he
she's
can't
worth
win
it
an
though.
argument
Clarity.
with
I
us,
I'm
think
which
you
he
not.
got to
does
I'm
look
this
not.
every
into it
It's
a
not
time,
little
about.
deeper though.
Here's the
he
thing.
does
Here's
this
the
Clarity,
every
thing,
she's a
time he
bro.
great
can't beat me
woman.
in an
Matter of fact,
argument. I'm
Bro,
just
what
gonna
I'm
back
clarity.
off
saying is,
because you know when to
Listen,
swing.
again, we're
You
not.
should
listen,
We're, I'm
swing,
clarity,
not
nigga.
clarity. Just
doing it.
real
No,
quick, bro, because I think that you forget Danielle's a great woman. I know she's giving you some type of rough pushback and stuff like that, bro. But she's a great woman. I think you should, just be a little nicer to her, bro. You know what I mean? I think you'll get different results. You know, when you approach it a little different way, clarity, and you'll get different results. I think Danielle could have a potential of being nice to you, but
I want you,
what's the
Stacks. The issue is this, bro, and I think everybody that's paying attention to it,
because I
that's
love
genuinely
Danielle
listening,
clarity. She don't treat
and
me
and
like
and
this.
and I get you, and again, that's a personal thing, and I'm not knocking that. However you feel is how you choose to feel. But if you've been sitting back listening, I've literally just been not responding from a level of returning the insults, but simultaneously in a conversation when a person talks and an individual keeps coming off, and they're not just coming off ad libbing, they coming off insulting while you're talking,
I didn't
and you're
insult
not
anybody.
returning. Wait a minute,
If
wait a
you
see,
felt
bro.
anything, then
Listen,
that's on you.
listen. listen, and I'm gonna say that, and again, like I said, bro, I'm burnt out. Like
Yo,
I
that
don't
nigga
operate with
still
those. Like you
chilling.
said, if that woman was moving that way with you, you wouldn't entertain it. I watched you kick individuals off the stage that operated from that same position with you. So mix me with that move, bro. What I'm saying is this: if you listen to what I said to you, Stacks, at the end of the day, I literally said it's not all the time, but at times it wouldn't consistently happen like that. But at the same time, an individual came off the mic and made it sound like I said that consistently
I didn't make
happens.
it sound
Then
like
attack.
shit.
Wait, this shit is crazy, my guy.
Don't say that
This shit
person
is
like you're
crazy.
not
And
talking about
But
me,
so,
again,
nigga. Like you
and
sound
but
slow.
so,
but again, and and again, and because again, at this point, I'm gonna say this, and I'm literally leaving it alone, Stacks, respectfully, because again, when you get pushback from that standpoint, I watch how you move to gain your respect. Then simultaneously, you don't allow nobody else to move the same way, which offsets the conversation. If we're going to have respect within the conversation where we can actually build, I'm cool with it. But if we're going to lean into the point where it's a disrespect only when it's comfortable from a position of being entertained and set up to be attacked, I can't move from that position, bro. Because I don't deal with these type of women in my real life, in my regular life and moving. I don't deal with these type of women, bro. I'm not going to take out my free time where I choose to be somewhere where I have to accept that shit. I don't have to accept it, bro.
No, but
And
look,
that's the
clarity, clarity,
reality of it,
clarity,
man.
clarity, clarity. I understand, but I think you should work it out with Danielle, though, bro. Clarity. You listening to me, bro? I think y'all like something. There's gonna be some type of niceness coming
Stacks,
Bro,
out
you
of
know,
as you're
it's not
saying
even
this,
it's
she's
not
coming
even
off the
nothing
mic
to
being
work out though,
my
Stacks,
my
because here's
guy.
the
Hey,
reality
Stacks,
of it
enjoy
all.
your day,
This
my
man
boy.
doesn't like it when he
Y'all
get
enjoy the
losers
why
in
you
rest of
why
y'all
arguments
day,
because
You
my
he
better
gets
boy.
not
targeted
leave
every
me,
time. So
Clarity.
he
Respectfully.
why you
gets
trying to
upset and he does this shit and
Respectfully.
every fucking
Because
room
this is the
crying
thing.
like somebody's doing
I
something to him.
literally just said,
Nobody's
my
doing
God.
nothing to you,
I
Clarity. Most of the
but
time
hold
when I
up,
disrespect you is after you cut me
do
off,
you
nigga.
not hear
That's
this shit, man?
disrespectful. So I disrespect you back and you just
I'm gonna
cry
say
about
this
it.
again,
You the
man,
main nigga that
and
try to overtalk
respectfully.
people and cut people off, and then you want to cry on the stage
Now we
in front of
playing a
all these
victim
fucking
game. I'm
people
not
about
playing a
somebody cutting
victim.
your little simple ass off. You mad because you don't
I'm
win
not playing a
arguments, and that's
victim.
not my
As
problem. That the education that you acquired is not good enough to beat me in an
you,
argument. That's not
Nick,
my
you
fault, nigga. Like that, go blame whoever raised you or blame yourself because you old as fuck and you should know better.
right,
Like
Stacks.
I
Now,
don't
as
understand.
if it
Like it
was
really
you,
doesn't
you'd
make
have
any
dropped
sense.
her.
You get up here and
Don't
you cry
fraud,
and
nigga.
bleed all
If
over the
it was
fucking
you,
stage.
you'd have
That shit
dropped
is
her.
listen,
too
I'm
listen,
soft,
listen,
talking.
bro.
listen,
You'd have
It's
listen,
dropped
listen,
her.
soft.
listen,
You
Mix
listen,
me
too
with
big
listen,
of
that,
a
listen,
nigga
man.
to
Hey,
listen,
be that
Matt,
listen,
soft,
y'all
listen.
enjoy
bro.
Okay,
y'all
okay,
I
day,
okay,
can't
okay,
man.
tell
okay,
you
The
I'm a
okay,
fuck
okay,
soft
out
okay,
of
body
here,
Wait,
when
wait,
you
man.
wait,
can't be
Clarity.
soft
Wait,
too.
wait,
okay,
wait.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. I'm catching heat. I'm catching heat. I'm catching heat. Okay. Clarity, I hear you. Daniel, I hear you. Yes, yes, yes. I hear that. I hear
I'm
him
so
saying
glad it's
something.
you this
I,
time and not me.
I hear something in the air that he's saying, and I've heard that before, but it's not me, buddy. It's you. Now let's continue this. Is a is is a man's discernment stronger than a woman's intuition? Can we get back to this Mac Danielle? What the fuck is going on? Clarity is nuts. He's gonna say that to
I
me.
think
He's gonna say that to me. Oh
Wait,
Lord.
what did he say? I missed it.
Butter. He's like, if that was you,
and
you would have dropped Danielle. No, I wouldn't have dropped Danielle. I love Danielle. I love Danielle. She don't treat me like that.
AJ, when have I ever disrespected you? Never, right? Philly, I've never disrespected you. Most of the men, I've never disrespected them. I only correct niggas that I feel are slow. If you feel hit, then that's your problem. Like, that's not my fault.
What you do? You cut it off again or something?
I think that a
It was crazy.
man's discernment definitely stronger than a woman's intuition, and I think it just shows in the reality we live in, right? Like men have been able to organize themselves with their discernment to really subjugate the world, women and other men. And women haven't been able to do that. So I think women do intuition is very strong. It's not like it's not usable or doesn't have great effects. But if we're comparing the two, I think the discernment outweighs the intuition.
Can we call intuition what it actually is? It's just people paying attention. Like, can we just call it what it actually is? Like everybody talks about women's intuition, but it's just women paying attention. Like Stack said, women pay attention to details. The point of two people being in a relationship is to have two sets of eyes. I see shit that you don't see, you see shit that I don't see. That's the point of a relationship. Like,
just listening to it is exactly what we're talking about, which is why these conversations need to be had. And that's what I be talking about, the power and influence. The way y'all are able to manipulate these men because we cannot live without y'all. All we hear on the backside is, I don't need niggas for shit. We need y'all. We tell y'all that every day, but y'all make up. in y'all mind, y'all don't need us. Do you know how detrimental that is to our whole entire community? Which is why I turned around and said to you, because I wanted to see how you was gonna react. I don't need y'all for shit. How does that sound?
Right, I
Think
think that
about it.
Rock. I think that was reverse, Pop. I don't think it went that
No,
way.
it was. It's definitely no. It's a two-way street. Everything
Yeah,
is
I
reversed.
I
For
think
for
I
every for
think the
every action,
disrespect.
there's an equal reaction. Like for
Exactly, it's gonna have it's cause and
so
effect. You know what I'm saying? So
so
what I feel like is a lot of men are not taking acceptance or taking accountability until the fact that right now we are currently in an effect section. The
so
cause
then
was
let's
how men
yeah.
were acting in the past, and now women are trying to
Nah.
protect themselves. Literally,
No,
because
I hear what you're saying,
what
Matt. I hear what you're
changed?
saying. I hear what you're
Like,
saying, Matt.
so let me
But
ask you a
that's why
question.
I said,
Mm.
y'all have got, y'all still operate under a patriarchy, which we can say is a white patriarchy that was never designed for us. And right now, we are the lowest of the totem pole. As far as y'all do not respect black men, nobody respects black men. Y'all don't need us for shit. These folks, we are expendable at work. We got to go to work and deal with the bullshit. Then we got to come here to these cantankerous ass women that's sitting here talking about, I don't need a nigga for shit.
But
Think
that's
about what that does to us.
I understand what it does to you. I understand that it fucks with a nigga's mindset. But this is what I'm telling you. You are in the effects. This is not the cause.
Mm.
You are in the effects. So men moving the way that they were moving when you had women taking in niggas that didn't have shit going for themselves. They sleeping on their couch and she started trying to motivate you and push you to be a better nigga. This is the effects from that. This is the effects from getting cheated on. This is the effects from finding out when your husband died and you sitting up there crying because you done devoted everything to this nigga. You sitting on front row finally, and
So you,
now you got 10 bitches walking in with kids from him.
so what
That's
I'm
Wait, no, take
painful,
a
saying,
bruh.
second to
So
listen
you're
to what
in
she
the
just said.
effects.
nah, that's not what I'm
Don't
saying.
You're
argue.
in the
And that ain't
Look,
so.
she
effects.
just said
So
what
So
now
all of us are trying to say.
So now that you're in the effects of what you caused, now you have turned into the
who caused
victim
it? Who
because
caused it?
The father caused it.
if y'all stop talking and just hear me out, because I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm actually giving a little QT here to fix this shit. But
Mm.
nobody wants to listen. Like nobody wants to take heed to shit. Because I'm not even speaking unrealistically. I'm not even in a fantasy world. Like I'm actually on men's side right now with logic. I'm not even speaking out of emotion. I'm just being realistic. I sit down and talk to women. I sit down and talk to men. Like I'm really out here trying to figure this shit out for real. I'm not just getting on panels just saying a bunch of blibber jabber or from what my personal experiences are. I'm actually hearing people out here. So if these women are getting up here yelling, and it's a multitude of women, just like it's a multitude of men from different motherfucking places. You're not even in the same place. Y'all don't know each other from Adam or Eve, and you got the same fucking stories.
So that's the same thing that I'm talking about. Here's what you have to understand as far as psychology. All right. I went to school for it. I got my two college degrees and I got 2 years psychology. Here's the psychology of it. How you feel is always facts over feelings. And most people speak from experience. So let's not negate that fact by any means. So to sit here and say what everybody talking, yes, opinions are like assholes and everybody got one, and they're gonna speak from their trauma. Keep that in mind. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the massive photo, the big ass picture. This is what's going on right now. And I'm trying to just empower women to do better. And the niggas y'all choose to turn around and say all niggas ain't that is not true. That's like me saying, oh, I didn't got used this many times. So that mean ain't none of I don't need no woman for nothing. I was being very facetious when I said that. I was being extremely facetious. I know I need a woman, but dealing with y'all and trying to have a conversation with y'all is the fucking hardest thing in the world for a man.
So, question to you, Rock. Then, as a man, right?
Mhm.
Like, can you admit that you fucked over women?
Yeah, when I
Like,
was young, yeah. When I was
okay, all
young,
right, all
yeah.
right. So, when you're young, right?
Mhm.
And like, I can admit that too. I can also admit that I was socialized and I grew up in a culture that objectified women, and my
Mhm.
outlook on them were like it was to collect them as like trophies, not necessarily to honor them as people, right? So what the young lady I heard before speaker is saying is like there's a riptide of effects off
Mm-hmm.
of thousands of men moving in that direction. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm 35 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 30, I started to see the effects of what I did when I was 20, 21, 22, 23,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so that's the issue. Like the real issue is that somewhere the men lost the ability to really raise other men on a massive scale, from media, from entertainment, from education. And that led to men going out and thinking that it was okay to engage with women in a certain way that led to this level of angst, frustration, and hate as women started to age and realize how truly valuable they are and how they should have been treated. And it all goes back to the household. I blame the fathers. That's who I always start with. I blame the fathers because at the point where a woman is able to make decisions, and this might sound radical, but at the point where a woman is able to make decisions on who she's going to give her body to and who she's going to give her life force to without her family unit, especially her father, that is a failure on the father's part. And that is literally like an increased probability for a setup of destruction. And it goes vice versa. At the point where a man could go out into the world and not have to or and not find it reasonable to deal with the father, to deal with the family unit before he takes on a woman, right? That's also a failure. So it just all comes back to fatherhood, man. Like that's how I see it.
And I think that was see, I'm gonna say something that's gonna fuck everybody up. I don't even believe that Bible in the story that Eve ate the apple first, right? Because we've always operated under patriarchy. Who has always ran the world? It's been men. So if you're gonna say men versus women, it's always been one sided. Okay. Now what we living in our uh centuries, decades, and the history that we know. Number one, we don't know how that shit really was ran back in the day. This is where all that shit comes into play. So to sit here and say what I know, the only thing I know is what these people have filtered throughout the centuries and the decades, all of these shits. We only know what we know, and you can believe it for what you want to. It's two things I live by. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. There's no gray area in that shit. So, what we talking about in our talking points, none of it really makes sense to me because that's where I am. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. I get how people feel. I get I get every point everybody's saying, but it's always facts over feelings.
But
But
Rock, the
what are
problem
the
is
fucking
though,
facts?
the problem with your facts is y'all only selectively pick the parts of the Bible that pertain to your relationships with women. Y'all don't live y'all life by the Bible. So we don't really give a fuck about y'all preaching the Bible to us when it comes to y'all relationships when y'all don't really live y'all life like biblical people.
I
So if
never
it
brought
doesn't
up the
apply to your
Bible.
whole life, don't try to pick and choose what parts you want to try to make women follow cuz
I
it
never
sounds
brought
real
up the
stupid.
Bible. I never brought up the Bible. I never said that. It was a
He's
lady that
actually going
said
against the
that.
Bible. He actually went against
Yeah,
it.
I never
Yeah.
said nothing
We
about
getting
the
further
Bible.
and further away from that. Actually,
Stop
it's
it.
the Bible is damn near. If it keep yes, Papa. If it keep going the way it's going, the Bible will be not looked at much, maybe by a small group of people here in a few years. Ain't nobody trying to obtain that. Like now, people arguing the fact that God ain't even real. It's energies.
And
It's
that
it's this. It's
and
that.
that that's what
It's
I'm
Like
real.
saying.
It's
I
the
never
Bible
I
that's a story.
yeah.
so
That's what it
yeah.
makes
So I'm not even. I'm big in on the Bible, but I'm gonna speak from reality. Like if you sit back and look at shit, women wasn't operating from this hand at first. You had a
right.
few playing side chick, but they would shut the fuck up. They not out loud being a side chick. You had a few doing weird shit. It was a few. They have now turned into the majority. Why have they turned into the majority? Because again, women have chosen to stop getting played with because they feel
And
played with. They feel like
I,
a doormat to a man.
I had to give you a round of applause because that's exactly what I'm trying to hint at, which is why I say the power and influence and the choices that y'all make. That's why I say y'all can't be sitting here running around with these niggas that y'all should have figured out for yourself, which is the responsibility would be on you just as much
No,
as
it's
it
on the
is the
father.
man. Hold on. I ain't been just as much as it is the man, if he has any sort of morals, values, integrity, standards, and boundaries, he needs to pick the right woman. But if he just out here being a predator, that's different. Who has the choice to figure out whether or not that motherfucker's a predator?
That's
He
a
gonna ignore all the red flags?
that's a fact, and I can agree with you. But just like
Yeah.
when landslide asked you a line of questioning about your younger days, now
Hmm.
let's step into reality. How many
Hmm.
men have that same story? My
No,
younger days, I was running through the bitches. I had
Yep,
hoes. I
no,
had
no,
yep,
no,
this. I
no.
had
I
yep,
that.
don't.
So
yep.
now take each nigga's background of hurting women and
Mhm.
multiply that shit. This is
So
why
check
these
this
women
out.
are operating from this. I'm not saying that it's correct how they operating because two wrongs
Hmm.
don't make a right. So you saying, fuck it, he wanna fuck hoes, I'ma just be the hoe that he fucking, doesn't make it right.
No,
Because
I know.
the
I agree with
crazy
you.
shit is like you for y'all to run around traumatizing women in y'all 20s and then running around saying I don't understand why all the women are traumatized is crazy.
Yeah, that is
Like
crazy.
because
That is
if
crazy.
you traumatize 5 women and your homeboy traumatized 10 and your other homeboy traumatized another 5, by the time all of y'all are 35, you like I don't understand why all the women have all these negative experiences with men because you were the
Mhm.
negative experience.
And now
Like
you
stop
now
And
playing
yo,
because
like
you ready
and
to
yo,
settle down, you mad at
Hold
women
on.
for
right, and now
Hold
you
on.
operating
you
Hold
from
ready
a
to settle
trauma
down and expect the
experience.
woman to just
on.
get over
and
it and
guess
oh
what,
Hold
well,
on.
Danielle?
let
Hold
me
on. Hold
step
on.
into my role. And because here's the thing
Hold
about women.
on.
Women, we might make a mistake, but women pay attention in the regards of y'all be like, I'm not like that other man. Where you're
Hold
acting like
on.
that other man. So you
Let
Hold
can
me tell.
say
on.
that you're not
I
that
didn't
other
say
guy all
that.
you want, but here's the problem. Y'all say one thing and women are watching you. You're moving like that same fuck nigga from 10 years ago that got over on her. And you're acting like you're saying, well, I'm not him. Don't treat me
And
like him. You're acting like him, so we're gonna treat you like him.
Well,
And
let me
that's
no,
tell
what
you
it
something
is.
and what I'm
too.
trying to say, is, here's the catch. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. It's a little bit frustrating. The shit that y'all saying, I never said. I never said any of these things.
Didn't
None of
Landslide
it.
ask you a
This
question
is
though?
no. I'm gonna get back to that, but we got to get back to that because the goalposts keep moving. And that's how the conversation is drifting. Okay. And I get that. I will go back to his questions. I am very transparent, whatever. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter when you look at it from your standpoint. Yes, he asked me that question. And I said, when I was younger, and all I basically said was, oh, yeah, I was doing some shit that I ain't had no business doing. Right? You live and you learn. This is
Right.
what you
And so do
call life.
women. That's my point.
Yeah. So, but what we saying is where we are now in 2026, y'all don't need us. And that's what somebody just said. Now that what we got now, look at what's happening. She also said that usually back in the day, which we was talking about traditionally, women didn't even goddamn, hey, just shut the fuck up sometimes. But now where we live, we're not there anymore.
Yeah, because why would
So
we?
now
Why
how
would
you
you
gonna
like to be in a position of being an
hey,
oppressor?
that's why
Why do you
But
want to be an oppressor?
but
Rock?
no,
let me say let
I'm
me
not
say
an
two things
oppressor.
though.
Right,
Let
but
me
I'm
say
Right.
saying when y'all talk about stuff like that, y'all speak of it as though y'all would have preferred for it to still be like that back in the day when women had to
I
shut
didn't
the
say
fuck up.
that either.
And
I didn't
but
say
that's
that
the thing,
either.
the way that y'all say it, whenever y'all bring up the old days of how women used to get smacked in the mouth and shit like that,
I didn't say that either. The girl brought it up.
I ain't
you
say,
just
wait a
did.
minute. My name is Matt.
Yeah,
And
Ned.
two,
I didn't
I ain't
bring
say
that
nothing
up.
about nobody getting smacked in the mouth. I just related back to beforehand because it wasn't this bad. I was referring to older, not as in tradition. I wasn't talking about traditional marriage. I'm talking about the regular shit that was happening back then, as in the
That
side bitches and the shit that men were choosing to do back then, and why
hmm
in
yeah, but
2026
there was
are
also
women
shit
reacting the
happening
way
back
that they
then.
are. I'm
hmm
not saying I don't care about the traditional nothing back then. It's just what was
exactly.
happening. Like I said, I'm not speaking
I
from
never
feeling, I'm
smacked
speaking
it.
from fact. This
I
ain't
never
how I
smacked the bitch
feel.
in the mouth. I never smacked the bitch in the mouth. Have you ever seen one of your friends get smacked in the mouth by a nigga?
Here-
Yeah.
Here's the
I
thing.
have. I
Oh,
have.
okay. And now
But
why was
that's
she
the
with
thing.
him?
Y'all pretend
Why
as
was
though
she
this
with
stuff
him though?
doesn't happen and it does. Because y'all
With him.
Why look, the same reason why y'all with women that you. Like, let's not play this game like none of y'all men been hit on by the
No,
women you dated
it's a
before.
question.
But
It's
you
a
stayed with
question.
her though. So we're
No,
not
not
gonna,
me.
don't say, well, why did you stay with him? Why did you stay with that woman that punched you in the face, but you let that shit rock because she a female?
But
Which is
Right.
let's keep it on track though, right? So let's keep it on track. So Danielle got a hell of a point. Like when she's like, "Yo, you traumatized 5 women, your homeboy traumatized 10 women," and what fucked me up when she said that was not only is that the case. I grew up through the '90s into the early 2000s. That's why I would say like was my coming of age, socialization, how to deal with the opposite sex, whatever the case may be. The culture that I grew up in, now that I look back on it, the goal was to traumatize as many women as possible. Like that's crazy. Like for me,
I'm an 80s baby.
I feel you, bro, but I'm just saying, like, we gotta really, really look at this shit for what it really
Mm,
is. Like, there's a
I'm
whole generation of men that were socialized and grew
I
up in
don't
a
know,
culture.
landslide.
Hold on,
That's
I
a
where
fact. Cause
women.
I'm the
yeah.
same age as you, Rock. I'm actually older than you, Rock, and I'm here to tell you, my
Nuh-uh.
family is nothing but men, and all I watched them do was terrorize women my whole fucking life.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
and I'm not
hey,
even
Same.
that's
talking about
yeah,
like beating
yeah.
on them. I mean like men play games
That's
with women. Men
crazy.
teach
All right,
their
hold on.
sons how to manipulate women. That's
Y'all hold
what
on for
Yeah.
one
happens.
second. We got new people in the room, so I'm gonna do a refresher. And they asking what's being talked about. So ping the room out, share the room out. Is a man discernment stronger than a woman's intuition? Ray, that question kind of took us into, well, we was already like talking about proposals and shit, but the dynamics are, what are the causes and effects? Like, why are women acting the way they acting today? Why are men responding the way they're responding? Pretty much people just giving a, outlook on what's been going on out here.
What you saying? Like why men respond? Like why they cry so much now? I think
Yeah.
they said like a study with soy or something like that. Like
Well, I
niggas
ain't even
got.
gonna say. I'm not even
Um,
gonna go into your trolling with you,
I'm not
but I'm not gonna
trolling.
say
No, like
crying.
niggas have
I'm gonna
like
say,
larger breasts and they got softer voices. Like their voices aren't going through puberty. Like it's not trolling. It's like a scientific fact. I think Harvard did a study on
30%
niggas
less
and they.
testosterone.
Yeah, like they don't do anything physical. These niggas don't chop wood or build houses or nothing like that. These niggas they type real fast. They're on like conference calls and shit like that. What the fuck these niggas doing other than like threatening other men that's like aggressive in general or bullying women and kids? I'm not trying. I'm just you saying that they whining, right? Like crying and shit. Little punk ass niggas. Yeah.
yeah, I wasn't speaking to the crying part.
Oh,
We were okay. So I basically was telling Rock, that the reason we are here is because it's a cause and effect. Back, a while ago, some years ago, women were not operating from this hand. You had a subgroup of women that were side chicks, that were hoes, that was prostitutes, but it wasn't at a majority. They were the minority. And I was saying that the reason that it is now the majority is because women have taken a stance of I'm gonna protect myself. I'm tired of being a doormat. So instead of them doing the right thing and choosing men that are doing the right thing, they have kind of went into wrong for wrong. Okay, if he gonna fuck hoes, I'ma fuck hoes. If he don't need a bitch, I don't need a nigga. I can get out here and do it myself. I have rough hands. I wear steel
oh,
toe
okay.
boots.
No
So
doubt.
you
So
saying like what they
No doubt.
saying, but like not really what they doing though, right? Because like the majority, like that's because the majority of black men aren't like aggressive gang members and shit. Just like the majority of
I
women that
swear
like push
for
that line with
God.
like hoe shit ain't hoes for real. Now I understand like the culture, but that's the same thing as like saying like these white people that listen to rap music and say all the N words and shit when they drive to work, right? Like, people be on here cosplaying. So I don't think the majority is like that, but I do think that it's more relevant if you're talking about like what you're seeing. And I just typically think that leans down to social media and us being able to listen to
I sure
the
do.
voices of people that we wouldn't necessarily listen to, and they're louder, right? So people that tend to complain a lot. And so you see that more often. But like I don't really I mean, women have been getting picked on, right? I don't think that there's ever a time where women wasn't getting bullied by men. You know what I'm saying? Like I know niggas like to talk about the past, but it was not like, I don't know if they ever talked to their grandmothers or their mothers, like these women were not just like agreeing to like this bad behavior and shit like that, right? That's why so many of these little niggas got cousins and people across town that look just like them and shit. You meet your family members in school or at a funeral because they daddies and papaws and great papaws was out here fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the whole milkman shit came from back in the day. Like, women had always, like, people most definitely be fucking, especially if they getting, like, treated like terribly. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that there's a lot less benefit to be in these type of situations now. Like if you're going like the whole thing is like, what is it? Better cry in a Porsche or whatever, or better to cry in a Porsche. Like I think
That's
that
true.
the fact that men aren't really providing that type of stability for women anymore makes women more vocal. And also since the 70s, women have been able to act on their right to support themselves. So when you look at that's why men push so hard. That's why men push so hard against the idea that somehow the past was better or back in the day when women they weren't allowed to, just like they weren't allowed to have like bank accounts or go outside by themselves and shit or drive a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers were like literally acting like terrorists to women. And so that's not really the flex that people think it is.
I always say it. There's a direct correlation with the drop in marriage and women getting rights. I'm gonna stand on that
Oh
to the
yeah,
day
the
I die.
lines. It tracks.
All right, dog. That's all I was trying to say in the whole first place. Like, it's not that I mean, I love y'all to death. I really do. I was playing devil's advocate as well, just to bring the dialogue into the conversation. Um, and to be honest, what I'm saying is, it's like we've been operating under this oppressive system for so long. These are the after effects. I wasn't disagreeing with her, but it's like, all right, so now that y'all got this, which is what I talk about, the power and the influence, how y'all using it is brand new. It's like giving a kid a new toy.
Well, now that
And
we
all
know, Ross,
I'm almost through. I promise you, it's only like about another 10 seconds. And then don't act like y'all don't see it like I don't. I get on social media every day too. I'm here every day, and all I keep seeing is niggas ain't shit. All of them baby mamas. I'm like, I even know he was a fuck nigga before you got with him. Oh, well, he lied to me. Man, you know how many people I let lie to me? You talking to a single childless man that was born in the 80s.
Time out now, cause we ain't gonna make it like it's just women up here crying. When you
Yeah.
got niggas coming
Nah,
on these
I
pages
think
and they
everybody
crying
crying.
about being on child support, they crying about how they can't find a good woman. It ain't
Hmm.
no more good women out here. Or
I don't
nigga,
say that.
is it where you at? Or is it
I
what you
that
doing that's not getting you
you
around good
rem-
people?
you remember when I said it? You remember when I said it earlier? When I said exactly what I said, it don't matter what I say. People hear what they want to hear. So when I said, no, that's like me running into a fucked up ass woman, which I have, and then turn around and say, oh, y'all ain't shit because I made a bad
but
decision.
most women
Who is
don't
that
say all
responsible?
men ain't shit. Like that's a small minority, right? But what
Shit.
women do, because y'all keep you asked earlier, like, okay, now that we know that's what happened, okay, we get that now. Where do we
So you
go from
don't
here,
see
right?
it.
So where do we go from here is be the fuck better. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Like stop treating women like they're not people. Like a
So
lot of
who's
times
only
y'all will sit up here and y'all will say, y'all women, y'all emotional. Like anger is an emotion and men express that every single day. And you know, it really makes me sad for y'all because all women are asking y'all to do, most women are not asking you to make six figures, bro. They're asking you to come with a plan, stand by your plan, be loyal to her, be understanding to her, and work with her to a
ooh.
common goal. But oftentimes you niggas want to run around and be dictator Bob and try to tell women what to do as though these aren't capable women.
You
Okay?
know, some
Like
yeah,
so it so when you come
some I said
around
before. I
Rob,
wish women could walk in the shoes of a
All right, let
man,
me do a
and
quick
I
Rob,
do
reset.
I
Let me
don't
do a
want to
understand.
quick
walk in the shoes
reset.
of a
Let me
Women
do a
man
can
quick
walk
because
reset.
in
if
the
you
shoes
had
of
to
a
walk
Yo,
in
I
the
just
man.
shoes of a
did
Y'all
one,
woman, you
understand?
Stack,
walk
do a
but
around
quick
hold on.
scared
reset.
every
Hold on,
single day,
Danielle.
Rob.
Yo,
Danielle, Rock, mute up. Hold on. Stack wanna do
yo.
a reset.
If y'all are just joining, we talking about is a man's discernment stronger than a woman's intuition? Ping the room up, share the room up. Shouts to everybody that's rocking with Gender Wolves. We've been rocking for a minute. Appreciate all y'all that's been supporting my Instagram page with the movie that I got featured in. So I love y'all. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Let's go crazy. And if you in this room right now, share it out. don't play games with this room. Like, let's really have a good conversation. There's new podcast episodes out. I know there's a lot of shit going on. I got over 632 episodes. We're gonna drop some more. And shout out to that ad revenue share that's been paying me as well. So, Gender War's been up for a while.
What's happening,
Appreciate you.
Stack?
Let's continue. Big stack. Lego. Who's ready for this shit? Let's go.
I
Who's
will
trying to
jump in
go
a
in?
second.
Let's
Listen, I've been hearing everybody talk about men being the leaders of a household, at least in this room here. But I want to honestly question, like genuine curiosity, do the men out here really want to be leaders? Because what I'm hearing, that's where this disparity seems to be coming from the men versus women. It's like, I'm the leader. I have integrity, be of character, and lead the damn ship. People are jumping off. Do you really want to be leaders?
The answer is no, right? Like they say it every day. They don't want to do that shit. You dig what I'm saying? But I think it's mad confusing that like they don't want to do the shit, but they complain about women not even wanting them to do the shit. Like it's like super gaslight. You know, like because men that have no problem doing that. They and what I see typically, like even it don't even have to be a lot of money, but men that typically move in utility and actually provide like some type of provision for people, they do that for everybody around them, right? Not just the woman, right? It's like the kids and other people's family members and other women, right? Like they're active members of these communities, and I just think that it's a very interesting concept where men are not only saying they're not gonna do it for their women, but fuck everybody else, but still respect me as if I present these things or have this type of benefit from being around me. You know, niggas won't like I don't even know what this even is, right? Because it's actually pushing the line that all men are created equal, and that's not true, right? Like some men are just less valuable because they present themselves with less
I
value.
mean, we hear it all
They,
the time, right? There's niggas that come in here and act like they're so valuable and want to give us a bunch of advice, but they got titties and shit and all of this shit. Niggas
Simultaneously.
ain't niggas simultaneous and all of that shit. You feel me? Niggas don't want to go to the gym. They ain't getting no motion. They ain't doing nothing. So I feel Ray when he be coming here talking that shit, and you niggas be coming in here getting upset. So yeah, Ray, you already know what time it is, bro. These niggas will not. Some men will not be on the same equal playing field. Some niggas are just niggas. Y'all just like Ray saying, y'all more soft. We're typing on computers. We're typing on the newest iPhone 17 Plus. We're not trying to build nothing. We're just acting, a little bit more softer. I don't know what's going on, but let's
I
start
mean, you
structuring
ask
up.
the questions
Thank you very
that
much.
like, well, what are they replacing? Like, what are women? Okay, so a nigga will say provide and protect and whatever. So if you're talking about money, women got jobs. Most of the time, they're out earning and out performing at the same jobs as these niggas are. You start talking about protection. You say, well, how are you gonna protect somebody when you got weak ankles and slew knees and you flat footed and shit, right? Well, say I got a gun, right? Because every time these niggas start yelling at me on the internet, they always talk about how they gonna kill me, and I always say because you would have to. I slap shit out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? And so I agree with them. I'm not even saying that they don't. Most men can't fight. So all of that bully talking shit is really like minimized to like the top 5% of people that do that on a regular basis. All these other niggas are just like they're prey, right? They're literally in the same amount of dangers they would say women are in, but there's not this over looming risk of SA or grape and all this shit, right? So niggas typically can avoid that unless they go to prison and then they become somebody bitch. But overall, they don't have to worry about those type of things, which makes them detached away from what women have to concern themselves with in regards to men. Then niggas always like to say, and I've heard it a couple
Ray,
of
Ray,
times, well,
Ray.
what
You know
about the
what?
men
You know
that you
what's funny
choose,
that
right?
you always say
Go ahead.
too, Ray. I didn't want to cut you off, Ray. You know what's funny you say? Niggas are not even in a position to protect themselves. So what makes you think they're gonna protect women, bro?
No, but
You
that's
always
the
say that shit
point.
though, bro.
They say with guns, but women got guns,
Yeah,
right?
women popping niggas though.
Yeah, women shoot, and I've been telling women to shoot these niggas because that's the only thing that allows for this conversation to be circular, right? Is the fact that black women, the one that these niggas say that hate them the most and shit like that. Black women are the only group of women that love the fuck out of niggas, regardless of how fuck niggas be fucking,
That's a
right?
motherfucking lie,
Like
bro. That's
you
a
ain't these niggas, even
Hey,
every
lie.
Rock, let
nigga
him
on this
land. I'll give
stage.
it to you after.
No, I'm gonna
Let
give it
Ray.
to them. The niggas on the stage, these niggas, when they look at a strong black woman, the person that raised them and birthed them and let them suck on them titties was their mama, right? So these niggas be having some real issues when it comes to these type of conversations because the woman who took out that cosign for that weak ass, Ultima that you driving, or helped you get those motherfucking Jordans or them black Air Forces you robbed niggas in, it was a woman, she got that on your birthday. So I don't be knowing what the problem is because when I ask these niggas to post the white women that are out here, these Indian women, these Asian women that are out here co-signing for cars for them, these niggas never show me no pictures or nothing like that. So I just be confused a little bit. So, I think that these niggas are cap. they love black women and they mad that they can't protect them and they can't provide for them. So they got to put them down. But you know,
I want to hear that. I want to hear the pushback Rock was going to give me. Then I want to see if Jazz want to
Yeah,
jump in.
I
Rock,
think the
give me some
pushback.
pushback, and then not for too long because I'm gonna pass it to Jazz after you.
Yeah, I think the pushback is it's actually all bullshit. That's why I was talking about the power and influence that they have. Just because they talk about the niggas that they fuck with that do that, you believe that shit that they talking about. Everybody is not built or designed like that. That's who these niggas go after.
Then why do
That's why
all
you
these
can
women
that
have
no
these
hold up. See,
experiences?
see, I can't finish. You know what, y'all got it.
Rock,
No,
finish.
Danielle,
Go ahead,
Danielle,
Jazz.
you gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish because we already know it's so funny. Niggas never see it, but it be their homeboys. Go ahead, Rock. It's on you.
Matter of fact, I'm actually glad you said that. Give me 1 second, and then I'm gonna continue.
He's
Um,
texting his homeboy to join the room. Give him a signal.
no,
that's
I didn't
crazy
text
Call
as
him.
hell.
Clarity so I can pack
No,
him
I
up
didn't text
again.
him. I didn't text him.
They never
Those,
they never see it though.
no.
That's real crazy.
So what I'm saying is, what happens is you run into people like I ain't. And look, I ain't. Don't take
Nigga,
this.
headshot it, nigga. Don't just say it.
Yeah, my nigga. That you in a pandering ass
You
situation,
talking about
bro.
my nigga Ray? You might say it. Say his name.
Hey, I just said it.
Okay. Well,
I just
yeah,
said
stand on
I
it.
don't know.
Ain't
I'm
Ray
not even
married?
looking.
No, but I'm
I'm
just
not
saying.
even.
But I
Yeah.
hate when niggas. But I hate
Don't
when
Ray
niggas be
build
Yeah.
saying it and
houses?
they don't say
This
Like
names.
is
Like,
what?
no, but I'm not looking at the stage, so I didn't know who was talking. But I
nigga, you know Ray was
Boy,
talking.
you
Nigga,
was
shut
looking
up.
at my eyes,
uh,
nigga. Cut it out. I just think
Okay.
that,
here we
that the
go.
whole
Here
the
we
whole
go
thing the
again.
whole
Here we
thing,
go.
right? No, because
Here-
it's always a nigga with baby oil talking about what's pandering. I just think that the reality of it is that the fact that y'all have words to talk about men that support, encourage, and protect women is interesting, right? Because this is the alternative to pandering, right? Because I'm assuming that you're talking about I'm pandering to women. Is that what that was the reference? The only alternative would to be to pander to niggas. That
Wake
so
it up.
which one do you prefer, right? Like cuz I'm mad confused on why that would be considered pandering, right? Like yeah, I give a fuck about black women. I think they need our protection. You niggas got it already. Y'all hyper aggressive, y'all super violent, y'all like well I don't I, do y-
If you let me
Oh,
finish,
okay. Go
but
ahead.
nah, you didn't. Nah, you took over again, and you was finna keep going. See, this is what we have to deal with as far as single people. See,
We
you probably. I just thought
Yeah,
about it.
because in the real world, people
Even
don't have
being
to
a
listen to
married,
you.
yeah, no, you don't. You right, you don't.
Niggas lucky
I
we got
appreciate the
Clubhouse, Ray. I
time.
swear.
This
I
is what we
appreciate the
gotta
No, no, but
time.
no, no,
Ain't
no,
do.
but
nobody
listen,
in here
listen,
trying to
wait,
listen to
Rock,
you,
Rock, wait, hold on,
Tiny.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
You know what?
Half the
Nah,
you,
I'm
Rock, you
done,
and he
man.
keep
lucky
on
on
throwing
Clubhouse.
temper tantrums. Like, are you gonna finish or no, bro? Like, I don't
No,
Nobody ain't
he's
trying to hear that
not, and
sassy
that's
ass
why.
nigga,
That's
man.
why we just gonna move along because he's also sitting on stage with a jean jacket on and no shirt under it. I say every time I see him, it never makes sense to me. But it does amaze me when you hear grown men say these things are not happening, but the
He's
women are dating men. When men start dating men, then you can tell me what other men are doing. There are women putting apartments in their name for you niggas whose credit score is 15.
Fact.
Yeah, you niggas are going to jail. These women are waiting on y'all. Now I think that's stupid, if you ask me, but they are. Look, all these white women y'all be screaming about never be waiting on y'all when y'all get out. I don't never be when I was visiting my brother. I didn't see them white women waiting on a Jerome to come out.
That's the niggas
He
that
was
y'all
waiting on Todd to
choosing.
come out. No,
That shit do
I know
not
it's always
apply.
the ones we
That
choosing,
shit
but
do not
somehow
apply. I gotta let it
but the
apply
thing is
because, like you
though,
said, I can't say nothing.
but the
No,
thing is
the
y'all
thing
always says who
is,
we choosing, but it be y'all
man,
homeboys too.
oh,
Like y'all be
somebody
going to
blocked
visit
me
y'all
in the
homeboys in jail.
room.
Yo,
Somebody blocked me in the room. That is
e-
crazy work. We can't even have an honest discussion right
yo,
now without
yo,
getting
let
into it.
Jazz land, bro. We don't want to hear all that. Thank you.
Oh
It's just
shit,
it's
I ain't
that
even get
tantrum
the
he was talking
land.
about. It's really
I
just a
ain't even get the
tantrum. You know what I'm
land.
saying? I know he probably hot because he's confused. It's
You
kind
know
of hot
what? All right,
outside to have
Stace.
jean
All
It's
right,
jackets
that
and
jean
stuff.
jacket.
Yeah, it is.
all
It is. But the
he
right.
sad
messing with them
reality is, though, it's
trannies. He be
funny.
messing with them trannies.
Oh no.
Oh, he actually, I heard about that in another room. But anyway, so we're gonna keep moving forward. But I do. That is on the replay too, by the way, if you go to G Spot. But anyway, so just keep moving forward. I think it's also fascinating when we're talking about like um discernment and leadership because he didn't have a discernment on if that was a man or a woman. But anyway, so I think the reality is it's funny when men push back and say what the men that we're choosing, but like that means the men exist. And that's all we be trying to get y'all to see. I don't think most women be denying that, yeah, I might have chose them, but them are the niggas that's there. Like though I don't know why some of y'all like there's not a bunch of Rays and Stacks and I don't know some of y'all other men on here personally, right? But I'm pretty sure y'all do well for yourself. It's like there's some bombs and there's some regular upstanding men. And y'all, I think sometimes it's hard for men when women are saying like these niggas are out here. Y'all always want to say these the ones y'all choosing, but then we also tell y'all the same women that use y'all for y'all $40. Y'all be trying to say no, all of y'all are gold diggers. But it be the women that y'all be choosing that be digging y'all gold. I mean, it don't be much gold. That be
Topper,
far
topper,
away.
ma'am,
Like
topper.
it's
Shit.
safe when
Damn.
y'all say the women are gold diggers, or y'all can complain about women. But when women start saying what they're encountering, then it's oh no, that's who you choose. I mean, that would be fair to say that that's who y'all are choosing too. So that's why even to the title about discernment, I can't. Nobody can convince me that a man's discernment is stronger unless I know that man personally, right? But when you complain about certain things in women, discernment means you had the ability to judge and you didn't judge well if you still got by that woman. So how is your discernment so much stronger? Somehow you still got played. You hate your baby mama. You should have had discernment in that.
You know what's
Your
crazy,
discernment would have kicked in.
Jazz, is when we talk about
It's
discernment
getting
or like
crazy.
motherfucking like women's intuition, we 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 act like niggas ain't out here lying to gain access to coochie. Like I don't like how y'all be lying like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like the amount of fucking cosplay, niggas lie about how much money they got. They lie about they other kids. They lie about that woman at their house. They lie literally to strange women that were minding their business to gain access to their coochie. And then only after they have sex, they start letting the truth leak out a little bit, right? So because women do have a higher sense of discernment, they make niggas wait. They give niggas all these loops to jump through, right? We wouldn't that's how I know the niggas lie, right? Because if men, and I've heard men in here talk about all the hoops that women make these niggas go through, now all of a sudden they not doing that. Now they just now women are just opening their legs to niggas and butter baby oil and glitter on their chest like that. That's you ain't had to say nothing else. You just pulled up and she was like, "Oh no, nigga, him." That's what I want. I doubt that shit with every bone fragment in my goddamn body, nigga. I just think that you niggas like y'all gotta lie to me. Like
Let's
y'all be
go, Ray.
lying to me. Like this nigga called me a panderer, but he's getting petted by niggas and shit and getting back massages by motherfuckers with penises. And that nigga called me a pet. That's incredible. That's crazy.
Hey Ray, every time you nice to women, you like very nice. You got niggas like that that'll come off mic like, nah, you pandering, or you too nice, or you
Cause he's being nice to the
nigga.
Yeah,
niggas.
suspect.
Dang, that's
Yo,
because
Trish,
y'all
you hear
got
me?
It's
women
Trish, yo, watch
facing
suspect,
this
that.
shit.
Zach.
Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Cause I see it all the time. Ray come up here, and 9 times out of 10, bro, he'll hold men accountable, women accountable. But 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be on the women's side. Cause you niggas ain't shit. Bums.
Yo.
Y'all niggas ain't on shit. Y'all ain't leading women to shit. And then, we feel for the women. So I get you, Ray. I get it. Then you got the niggas that'll come in and you know damn well you never been with a real woman. So you already know you about to give Ray some pushback. You're gonna give me some pushback. You're gonna give Jazz some pushback. Anybody that talks on the stage, you will give them pushback. Nasty work,
Most
bro.
of these men ain't even never been in long-term relationships. They don't know how to maintain that.
I mean, I think the whole point is just like Jazz said, though. Like, these men exist. And that's it. Like, you saying, oh, well, it's just the man that you pick. Duh, motherfucker, I know that. Why you think I'm sitting here telling your ass this motherfucker wasn't shit? Hello? Like, I really feel like that's literally just been the whole fucking point this whole time. We trying to X out the motherfuckers that don't qualify. Motherfuckers told women for the past 10, 15 years to choose better. Now women are choosing better. It's a fucking problem. Now that women decide to really not really want to deal with shit or probably just choose somebody that's better than your ass, it's a problem. No, you're just being X'd out. I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of these last names is going extinct, okay? And I mean it's just based off how motherfuckers is treating
Natural
people. It's
selection,
as simple
Trish.
as it is.
And
Natural
we need,
selection.
and some of them, and I always say like some of y'all names do gotta go extinct. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
Goodbye.
that you should have been the last. Really, your daddy should have been the last, but unfortunately, you popped out. So like we got to stop pretending like some of the names hold weight. At some point in time, like at one point in time, having a certain last name was like of stature, right? Like it actually meant something. But now it don't mean shit but blingy jeans and crop top shirts. Like it's not coming behind certain things. It's not coming with a structure. You know what I'm saying? And there are some. That's why I don't mind shouting out the men that in my what I've heard about are actually doing something for themselves or their family. Y'all can hate Ray for pandering all the time, but you also can't attack him about what that nigga actually building houses. You niggas be building Lego sets in the house, and you don't even know how to put a beam up. You don't know how to, barely know how to change a tire, barely know how to. And again, like Trish was saying, y'all could say it's who we're choosing, but we're literally just telling y'all them niggas out there. And y'all also act oblivious when I be joking saying it be y'all homeboys, it do be. Like it really is y'all homeboys. Like, and it may not be yours directly, but you know niggas out there that's doing that. That's probably why you stopped hanging out with him, because you knew he wasn't shit. You knew he wasn't doing nothing. So we just can't be pretending. That's why when y'all have conversations about women, I agree. There's some ain't shit women out there. I have no problem. Everybody on this app that know me know I have no problem saying it's some women out there that ain't shit. But we don't. The ones that push back, they act oblivious, and I be like, it's probably your homegirl, because we cannot act like everybody's just good and upstanding. That would be completely diabolical. Half the people wouldn't be crying on this app about having struggling dating for the last 5 years of your life. When you've encountered thousands of people on this app alone, and you still couldn't get it right. You literally go to different events, grocery stores, and everything else, and you still can't get it right. It has to be a problem. But I know most of y'all gonna say it's the world and it's not you, so then we run into that issue too. But we just gotta stop being oblivious to the shit that's around us, even if we don't encounter it most times. I may not encounter some of these Tubi movie breakups that y'all be having, but I believe they happen. I wholeheartedly believe they happen. So it be confusing when you hear men push back like, "No, them type of men ain't." Are you dating them? That'd be my first thought. Like,
Yup.
you're not even dating men to know what we're talking about. So why not just hear us? That's why I hate when women push back on y'all when they try to say, "Nah, it ain't no women out there like that." What are you talking about? You don't date women. What your homegirl shows you and fakes with you is not what she opens up to a man about. Especially when she fucking. Oh my God, she's more vulnerable then. So
Hold
it just
on,
be confusing.
Jazz.
But I let
Cause
y'all be lying. I'm
them
good.
homegirls don't be lying, Jazz. They know exactly what the fuck they homegirl doing. They not gonna tell on they homegirl, just like homeboys ain't gonna tell on they niggas. They gonna play oblivious and dumb. Cause motherfuckers be loud yelling that they real. I'm real, I'm solid, I'm loyal. I done got to the point now to when a motherfucker tell me they loyal, I gotta ask them their definition of loyalty. Because loyalty is so motherfucking subjective nowadays. What is your definition, nigga? Because does loyalty change when it's in my hands and then when it go to you, it moves a little bit? The nozzle move a little bit? I need to understand what loyalty mean to you. Because like people just got too many agendas out here now. And like I say, people not dating on real genuine shit. That's male and female.
That's
Niggas
exactly what
is
I said.
niggas is
That's
telling bitches what
exactly
they
what I
want to
said.
hear to fuck. But what you were negating to understand where I was coming from, Rock, is that we are now in the effect of the cause of that. You were saying that you agree with me, but then when you would start talking, it was like you was giving me pushback. But at the same time, there is no pushback to it because we watching it.
So
If
what
I
I was
ask
saying,
questions, like if I ask questions at a breakdown, like if we just go question for question, I just ask you questions, you just give me the answer, then you will probably step into what I'm saying.
no,
Because
you can walk with that. We can walk with that because at the end of the day, you say this is the effect. Okay, so because y'all were did so bad, that means just do these niggas whatever kind of way. Is that what that means?
No.
Or does it mean remain within your morals, your values, your integrity,
that's
your
what.
standards, and your
What?
So
boundaries?
boom, you
So
wasn't
That's
listening.
Nah,
what
You
step
GA
on
wasn't
these
listening.
niggas.
said.
Hold
Step
on,
on these
Danielle,
niggas'
Danielle,
faces.
Danielle. Hold on, y'all. That's why I say that you didn't listen to my complete process of thinking and talking. Because what I said was, yes, they are choosing the wrong shit. They are going wrong for wrong. Instead of stop fucking with the niggas that's dogging them out, they took the easy way out. If you gonna be giving dick, nigga, I'm gonna be giving pussy. We even. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, nigga. If you gonna fuck with me, pay a bill, nigga. I don't want to talk. If you can't be beneficial to me, nigga, I don't have nothing to say to you. All that shit is effects of getting fucked over. There was a cause before bitches started acting like this. Because at first it was genuine care, and then a bitch will work into a lifestyle with a nigga. But it got to the point to where, yeah, I done bought into this. We want this lifestyle. We want to get married. We want to do this. But then when your secrets start unfolding as a nigga, all them secrets start coming out. Oh, damn, nigga, you really don't want this with me. You really was settling with me until the bitch you really like got out that relationship she was in. The bitch you really sneak texting and linking with and doing weird shit with. You didn't really want me. I'm sorry. It's too many men out here
so
that get loud and proud saying that they a real nigga, but when it comes to dating, you not a real nigga. Because a real nigga, if he knew that he did not want that woman, he'll fucking walk away without trying to make that woman the problem of why he walked away.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah,
not real.
and you know what's even crazy about that though,
I'm not even
Mac, is that
responding to
like
that part. That shit
the
is
baseline. You
crazy.
heard me though, but the
I know
baseline
the
of this
shit ain't
shit
that.
though, that a lot of these niggas will talk about morality, and all of this shit is like gaslighting, right? Like niggas
Look,
trying to like make a straw man to make women feel bad for themselves for choosing
mm-mm.
anything other than them, right? So a nigga go out here have a baby on a motherfucker, beat a motherfucker, give a woman an STD, and when she just don't answer your phone at a certain time, you kill their whole family. Niggas are like literally mental, bro. I don't be understanding like what niggas even talking about. Like where's the rise in crime? Like women ain't even doing everything they could be doing to get their lick back. They just not fucking with y'all. I've been telling women to smoke you niggas. To be honest, I think that is more reasonable. Because I've where I work at, like the amount of women that deal with like really aggressive, abusive ass men, they don't even be wanting to get their lick back. They just want to be left alone. And it really drives me crazy. I'd be like, damn, why ain't these women stabbing these niggas in their sleep or whatever? You know what I'm saying? After he done knocked a motherfucking eye out their head. So like, why you ad libbing, cuz? Like, I really hate that. Like, like, go on mute
You
while I'm
know what
talking.
that
Like,
sound like,
fuck is you
Ray?
doing, nigga? Like, nah, that's
Word.
weird. Like, that's weird though, cuz. Like, is you cool, nigga? Like, is you
Is
cool?
you?
Nah,
Is
like go
you?
on mute
Cause
if
I
I'm
ain't never
talking. Why
cut
you
you
doing all
off.
that? Like, are you
I ain't
touching
never cut
yourself while
you
I'm speaking?
off.
You sound crazy. Like, what is you doing? Like, why would you even want to be doing that? The fuck, nigga? Like you freaky frog ass niggas be on here thinking I give a fuck about men, bro. I hate all you niggas. If you ain't stacked or a brother of mine, like bro, I hate you niggas. Like I feel like if you ain't like like don't be
It's
breathing
coming
heavy
out.
in the mic while I'm talking, nigga. What type of freaky frog ass Sunday
It's
is we
coming
having here?
out.
Not you
It's
stealing
coming
my
out.
stuff, Ray.
Nah, I got that from Mac. Yeah, I just seen that, because you be fucking niggas. I just thought that maybe my voice was doing something to you. I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Get your nigga hands off me. I don't like that. All
Mm.
right, but go ahead, pussy
It,
nigga.
it sound like she took too long to get back to the plantation. If he bothered because she ain't answer that motherfucking phone
Yeah, these
to the
niggas are
point where he want
abusive.
to kill a motherfucker. Oh, that sound like massa. Oh yeah, it's giving real slave like
The
and
street
and,
lights
I,
is
and
on.
whole. Gee,
Yeah, these
It's
niggas are
giving
insecure.
When Ray
fucking
said,
biblical is what it's
like
giving,
we're
Dream.
not
Yeah,
property. I'm
when
not your
Ray
cattle.
said,
Fuck
that's
is
a
you
fact.
talking about?
when Ray
Go
reiterates
ahead,
all the
Jazz. Talk
time
to me.
about, when Ray reiterates all the time, and I love when he say it, and some niggas look at him crazy and start going cross-eyed. I don't know if it's going or it's fine. We just see your eyes, but like I do want these women to shoot y'all. Like the
What?
harassment you niggas be doing, I want them to beat the shit. Or me. I don't put my hands on men, but I got brothers. I have plenty of brothers. That's why I don't disrespect men because I understand what army I have behind me, and my brothers are ready to sit down for me. So I don't disrespect men because I would never put myself in a situation where I have to call them. Those are like last resorts. So and that's another thing of like we even have examples of where we had a whole week on Clubhouse alone where where 13 black women died at the hands of you emotional. I hate when y'all fucking say women are more emotional, but y'all are out here killing women because you two of them literally killed that woman because the woman wanted a divorce. Listen to how the fuck that sounds, but y'all try to convince us that women are the emotional ones. They not stabbing y'all ass when y'all didn't put their head in between the washer and dryer, but y'all can kill them because they want to leave your ass. Like it be some of the stuff that y'all be trying to convince me that men are doing that women do. I'll be like, and Danielle said it, anger is a form of an emotion. We just happen to be a little more emotional. Like we may be a little more irate and crying and screaming and crying at the same
We
time.
just more
But some of
animated
you
than them.
niggas, yeah, but the honestly is, I think sometimes when I hear y'all yelling on the app, I think you're crying behind your phone. I wouldn't be surprised if a tear drop because you so mad yelling at your phone from a nigga that is in California and you live in the DMV. I think you sound ultimately as crazy as the women that y'all try to convince yourself of. And that's why sometimes these gender wars get so far because I think women have complained about men, so they want to show the men how to be a man. And now some of these niggas are trying to outperform women. Like, no, they know what a real woman is. And I'm like, how the fuck are either one of y'all gonna do that? So it be diabolical when I hear it sometimes and I listen to some of these people talking. Sometimes you gotta let them, right? You gotta let them breathe hard while Ray talking. You gotta let him do whatever he gonna do because it's just showing, right? The impulsiveness, the lack of control, the all of that. It stems from somewhere, but some of y'all are also partially. I also just said this week I've noticed that a lot of the world is schizophrenic, or on the spectrum more than we know. So I know a lot of us are suffering with mental illness, and y'all come on an app and want to pretend that you're regular because just because you're not in an insane asylum does not mean you're sane. I just want to let you know that like they still
Well,
let some of y'all run free. So
Jazz, you
yeah, it
might
be
be on to something because I said the other day, Jazz, that we seem to forget. You know, when we was in school, from elementary, middle school, high school. You had them people that on test day, a teacher come grab them out the class for them to take their test. They get highlighted papers. They in that classroom, but they not too bad off. You know what I'm saying?
They
They
grown
can
up
be regular.
now.
They are out here living life regularly now. So yes, you are dealing with motherfuckers whose mentals are not there for real.
They was in the double
Yes.
doors, them double door hallways.
That was making your cookies. They are out here.
Yeah. They teacher was also the
But they
security
have
and
fresh
the gym
Jordans
coach.
Mac,
though.
I'm
They
glad
have
you
fresh
put that into
Jordans though.
perspective for me.
Yo, I
At
ain't gonna
least they have
lie. I
fresh
am
Jordans.
starting to think niggas nowadays are hate women for being women. Like and I don't understand that
I
at
mean,
all
Phil, you
whatsoever.
hear it when they talking about what women receive. Niggas like, well, why you not opening my door? Like, why niggas don't get this, and why the fuck are you comparing what women are getting?
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
doing all that
icky.
just to get some coochie. Like most of you niggas are passing dick out for less. So don't act like you have super requirements of what you needed to pass out that dick. No, it really just take a woman to blink in your direction and smile at you, and that dick is up, jumping, and ready to go out down the hallway. So
You know
that
what,
Slap a
shit is
nigga
so
right
Jazz?
easy
out
around
his
here.
boxes, hun.
You know what,
Jazz.
Yes.
Jazz? You know
So
what?
He giggle giggle them hoes down on the floor. Easy
I knew we
work.
was living in a different era when I started seeing like men in like the NBA and rappers and stuff gifting other niggas, like buying them bracelets and little trinkets and shit like that. I said, oh, we in a different time, my guy. Like the only thing I've ever gifted a nigga was bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never in my life sat around and bought a nigga a motherfucking trinket of my affection or like, yeah, them is real big you know what I'm talking about? I put like, these niggas is putting the necklace on them and shit. These niggas is getting them cars and shit. Like y'all gotta realize we in a wild time, yo. Like this shit is unprecedented, okay? Drake gave all his niggas necklaces. DJ Academic was at a really intimate dinner. He got a little necklace. He said, "This for me." He said, "It's for you." He said, "This for me." He said, "It's for you." Like these niggas want to be women so bad. So feel what you saying is not far from the truth. Like even when you see how mad these niggas get by women making money with their coochie, like a woman will post a picture with a booty hole up, get $500,000. Nigga, how come I can't do that? Which makes me think the nigga tried. This nigga got his booty hole somewhere and it didn't go well for him. And I don't like that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas really be mad, yo. Like
Yo, somebody take his phone, yo. Take his phone.
I'm crying.
But I was just saying that last night how men are emulating women trying to counteract everything that women do and that shit is like it's late as fuck.
I keep saying that if y'all just invested, y'all all claim y'all got good jobs. I know you got insurance, right? Use your insurance, get a therapist, ask your mom and your dad if you can find him to come sit down and have a conversation because y'all need to work this shit out because it's really projecting on to women and it's really like not helping fix the
Danielle,
situation for them.
they daddy just like them. Why the fuck would they go back to their parents? Their mama was the
You
realest thing in the
right,
household, and
Jazz.
that's why they only know how to emulate women because the woman was the realest thing in the house, and
Yo,
she was deemed masculine.
yo, Jazz. In the
Child,
comments, Peggy said once she heard niggas start saying period, it was over. She knew where she was at the
it
end
be
of the tunnel.
grown men saying clock it,
Yes.
clock it. It be niggas doing the two
They
fingers
be tapping
together.
their fingers together
What are
and
we
shit,
talking
Jazz.
about? Where is y'all? Tell me what happened to nigga lingo. I remember I was talking to my guy or
Where is
whatever,
your daddy
and
to
he said,
punch you and tell you to man up?
"Why he niggas scared to punch each other in the chest now? You know they so bird chested out there, probably be out of wind in no time." I just like it's just so scary because y'all also try to convince us that these men are not real, but y'all sit on the app with these men and y'all hear them say it. So I mean, like, are we on the same app? Because
Yeah,
I didn't have to be in
facts.
person with y'all, but we're on the same app listening to these niggas like, block that, my brother. That didn't sound cleaner because you added my brother at the end. It sounded just as gay when the women be joking about it. And the only men I accept saying it are gay ones. So now y'all be really telling us where y'all, what side of the boat y'all want to be on. Because I've never heard my guy say, clock it. He do not look at me and say,
Mm-hmm.
period. He's never
That
said that
shit
to
would
me. So
make him uncomfortable, Jazz.
Crazy.
that shit will make me uncomfortable. I'm gonna wonder who the fuck I'm sitting next to. Who is laying in my bed saying period? If it ain't one of my homegirls and she just slept over for the night, we the only two that need to sit in this motherfucking house and say, period, bitch. Clock it, sis. Oh, if I ever hear a man that, I swear to God, that'll be the last day I hear him say anything to me. So
Yo, if y'all are just joining, we in Gender Wars. Jazz, appreciate you. Everybody that's pushing up, appreciate you. Now, I got a new prompt at the top. There's also a poll up here about do men date bad women on purpose? And then also I have a new conversation that I want to talk about. Can a woman control how a man treats her in 2026? Can you guys kick this conversation off for me if you do not mind? Danielle, you want to start us off?
Sure. How can a woman control how a man treats her in 2026? Absolutely. Get the fuck rid of him if he ain't acting right. Short, simple, and to the point. Women are not putting up with shit the way that they used to. You don't want to act right? Cool. I'll see you later. You don't want to communicate? Cool. I'll see you later. Oh, you don't want to do what you say and mean what you say and say what you mean? Bet. I'll holler at you later. Like, that's what's going on. Y'all been telling us to pick better, like somebody said earlier, and now that women finally are, and they're not putting up with the shit from back in the day, now it's like, I can't believe y'all have standards. What about your baby daddy? You didn't have standards for him. Like, do you want to be my baby daddy? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, it just, I don't understand. I blame your parents.
you know, Danielle, the only thing I'm gonna push back on is a woman really can't control how a man treats her, but the access that a man has, yes. Because if he not treating her a certain way, that access is denied. I can agree with that. But you
You
can't control
right.
these niggas. These niggas can barely control themselves. So I know for a fact that these niggas see a piece of ass walk past, they going crazy. Now they arguing at the table of three niggas about who finna get her first. Grown men. So no, I don't think women can control that because I mean we're all adults. Niggas can do what the fuck they want. But as far as the access, yes. But I don't think women can. I mean, women have been doing it for so long. Y'all be trying to control these niggas. I don't know why. I'm like that. Yo, I would get gone. So the access would just be denied. But I don't think we can necessarily control the how they treat us. Like you can't make a man, be sweet, or you
That makes
can't make
sense,
a man.
Jazz.
But no, you're right though. We just used the words. You were going toward the lines of access, and he's saying control. So I just don't think we can control them. They can do whatever the fuck they want, but you won't do it with me though. So
One
that's just the access. So
one
yeah, I agree
thing,
with what you're saying. Still, yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. One thing I learned about these niggas, and it's just like women, bro. The bitch that they want, if they get their hands on the bitch that they want, I mean the bitch that they scroll on Instagram and all her likes, the bitch that they want, she ain't gotta ask him to be sweet. She ain't gotta ask him to buy her shit. The nigga is doing that shit. So all these niggas that they calling simps, niggas turn into simps when it's the bitch that they like. When it's a bitch that they feel like they settling for, you're gonna get certain things, but certain things are not gonna be on the table. And bitch, if he just feel like he got stuck with you and you're an obligation to him because maybe he's a nigga that feels like I got her pregnant, so I gotta rock with her. You're an obligation, so you're not even finna get the nice nigga. You finna have to deal with bullshit on top of bullshit on top of bullshit. So I would say be the bitch that nigga actually like. If you even get a inkling that nigga ain't looking at you of you being the bitch that he actually like, get the fuck on. Stop bending your morals as a woman. Stop bending your principles as a woman. If you know you can't take a cheating ass nigga, stop letting that nigga soften you up when he get, I'm sorry. Them tears are fucking fake because the nigga gonna do the shit again. Like, stop falling for the dumb shit. Stop. Because we can't get mad at a fuck nigga if we know he a fuck nigga and I choose to fuck with him.
No, I'm mad. I got a question now. Do you really think majority of these niggas are getting the woman they want? That would be my only question
No.
to you. Yeah, that's why
No.
they
You
screaming
want to
so
know
loud.
why
Yeah, I
they
agree.
not?
Shit,
Because living in a fucking dimension of false something. I don't know. Because if you pay attention to these niggas, the regular niggas are talking as if they're in the 5%. Ever since this podcast shit started happening, and I'm gonna talk about Buddy with them little ass braids that think he's a high valued man because he's 6 foot and got good hair and he's fucking black. Ever since these niggas started pushing this weird ass rhetoric, it has showed us how easily manipulated and unstanding on anything our men are. Because they fucking folded and they going with the dumbass shit. And you not even a 5% nigga. You not even a nigga that's taking care of everything. You are a nigga that is going 50-50 with a bitch. Act as such, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You are not Chris Brown. You are not Usher. You are not Nick Cannon. You are not these men that could provide the lifestyles to these women while they are baby mama in them. Which is why those women are signing up for that. But the difference is you broke niggas are lying to get women to sign up for that. Cause you're not player. You're not Neo. You can't have three bitches acting on one accord. You're not a player, nigga. You are a pussy boy.
Yo, this a good ass topic. I ain't gonna lie with you. I got a call. I'm gonna take a call real quick. Mac, hold me down. Cammy, hold me
You
down.
know I got
Guys,
you.
hold me down. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
strange,
hate that
Mac.
shit. That shit
We
is starting
we
to
in
agitate me, bro.
it's the Wild Wild West now, bro. It's the Wild Wild West, and these niggas is just it's a different breed of man now. It's hard to date. This is why women have a hard time dating because the men want to be us.
I mean, if you want me to be real, if you want me to be real, Danielle, though, that's why I be blaming women. I blame women every time because it's
Me
been
too,
too long. Have
Jazz.
we
Me
have we
too.
let these some of these men, not all right, but it's been too long that we've let niggas get away with certain shit, whether it be because they got a little bit of money or maybe he just looked good, maybe he got a something in his pants. Women be letting certain shit slide, and when motherfuckers not leaving Google reviews after a motherfucker leave. So you're not talking to the ex, so it's like nobody really know what this nigga was doing. So he just move on to the next person, move on, and his behavior don't change because he still got access to women. So the moment women start actually denying access to some of these lame ass niggas, they would probably change certain things. So that's why I be kind of blaming women. In retrospect, we how can I say this in a nice way? Because I know niggas gonna jump down my neck. Women can really control the dating market, but y'all started letting niggas control it, and now we're haywire. So it got bad.
Yeah, bitches got
Oh my
eaten.
god, this is
So
crazy.
now men are just
They
using
got,
dating as access to casual sex. That's
I
really all
mean,
it boils
yeah,
down
or
to.
they're not even giving you that title. They're not even giving you the title of their girlfriend because why? And they'll sit up and tell you, have y'all listened? Why would I buy the whole cow when I can get the milk for free?
Is he wrong for saying that?
No, he's not wrong. Did you hear what she said before you came up here? We're
Yeah, I've been
blaming
listening for a
women
little while.
because they're giving access to niggas that shouldn't even have the access.
I don't know. I think a lot of times, for me personally, like if I don't take accountability for like what my intentions is, that's when stuff starts to go left. So it's like, you know, you let somebody know, like, yo, this is what I'm trying to do, and they're not for that, or you lying to get to that point. That's where the problem lies. But
Yeah, that's a
some people
fact.
don't know how to just keep it casual. You know what I'm saying? And let it be what it is. And when it runs its course, to just keep it moving.
I wish all men took that advice and did that. I really wish. Like that's why when people be like, you need to get on a man's program. Like if she doesn't want to follow your program, just find a woman that will. What is gonna go along with whatever fuck ass shit you got going on. Like and then cool. Like it's not rocket science.
But Danielle, most of these niggas ain't vetting in person. This shit
They
is
not
happening on
vetting at all.
Facebook, Instagram, and fucking X.
Y'all
Okay,
wanna
they
y'all
they're
y'all wanna
they're
know
trying to
some
vet women on
real
social
talk?
media. They're
Trish,
not
they
in
not vetting
person
at
trying to vet.
all.
Can I give
You
Well,
know
y'all
what
if
they
real
well,
doing?
talk?
They
just
scrolling looking
speaking,
for the next fat
just
ass pretty face.
well,
And
shit. If
then
they
get
not
mad.
Just
vetting, but
like
you
y'all
know,
looking
if
for the
they're if
next
they
long
swear
Don
up and down
Sula.
that they are vetting, I'm telling you right now, that shit is on social media. And because she haven't responded yet, oh, she's not falling in line. Oh, god damn it, I can't find a woman. It's like you're not even outside in person, actually socializing in real life. The shit is on social.
Let me give y'all another perspective, right? My background is Caribbean and Hispanic, so it's like the women in like a different coming from a different country, like their mindset is a little different. So it's like not it's not to co-sign like a behavior over here in the United States, but there's a different dynamic when it comes to respect. You know what I'm saying? My man Farmer can agree with me. Like sometimes his grandpops was the enforcer, but his grandmother didn't have to say much, and he knew what time it was. But like nowadays and age, like women want to say a lot more, and they're entitled. They should be able to, and they're entitled to. But then it's just like you got to be fair. There's too much. That's why it doesn't really, for me, when it comes to equality, it just starts to get crazy because like women could do one thing and a man can't, vice versa.
But I think that's
But
confusing. I kind of hate when sometimes y'all mention other countries because y'all also aren't the men of those other countries. Those women are falling in line of men of structure, of stature, of certain things going for themselves. Y'all be wanting a submissive woman and y'all not a traditional man. Y'all don't do certain things that those men in other countries are doing. I'm not saying you per se. I'm just more so speaking to your conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all always mention other women, most of y'all, majority of y'all don't even have those other women. Y'all are talking about what y'all see on social media or the two homeboys that have one Ethiopian girlfriend and one Jamaican,
But
right?
aren't some of those
And then
women
most of
still
y'all are
oppressed?
hella, and most of y'all are hella Americanized. Where do y'all? Who are y'all to say I deserve a woman of X, Y, and Z, and you're an American ass man? You know what I'm saying? So we got to make it
You want to
match.
know
Y'all be
why?
wanting women of other cultures, but you're a man of American westernized culture. So you're getting American westernized women. And again, I'm not saying that there's not Western women who still have certain cultural and morals about themselves, whether family taught them or, being down south. But I just kind of hate when y'all bring up them women because those women also are attracted to men of a stature in their culture.
Not even
American
necessarily.
ass.
Like you see
I
what
have
girls
fronted.
when girls say, "Oh," or the guys, vice versa, when they think the grass is green on the other side, and then they touch the other side and realize that's artificial grass over here, and it's too late now to go back. So again, like you said, it depends on the person. Like me, I'm an American. I'm born here, but I went to other countries, experienced other culture, and I know like culturally how I was raised. And like a lot of stuff, like my grandmom's, like I'm a heavy weed smoker, but I never lit a spliff up in front of my grandma. You see what I'm saying? But some of my cousins, they like my grandma don't care. In back of my mind, I'm just like that's crazy to me because it's just again like whatever you taught, you're gonna keep it rolling, and then people want to change the dynamic of they think something's different because they see someone else having a good time instead of thugging it and figure out the solution to their own problem. Because that's what I
It
see is like a
sounds
common thing is constant running and no embracing. Like, what the fuck's going on with me? And why is my man stepping out on me? Or is all my shorty think shit it's okay to be texting this nigga or whatever? Like, there's something internally going on that you're not bringing to the table or that person just don't know about themselves. And you got to have discernment a lot of times. And I think, majority of like, there's a lot of mental health shit out there too, man. That's why a lot of people don't need to be in relationships. That's why they just need to have sex, keep it moving. Because you're holding people
But no,
hostage
you
for
shouldn't have sex too, and that's the worst logic because now they're creating other dummies and teaching that same logic.
I
I actually
said
think
sex
that
does
some
not
people,
create children, just sex in general. Like,
But
you
sex
but
know.
yeah,
does
no, they
create
should. But that's what
children.
I'm
what?
There's a
saying.
lot
They
of
shouldn't be doing
premarital
that
sex
either.
happening, which is why there's so many kids out of wedlock. What do you mean?
And so many
I'll
kids that can't
specify
read because their parents
recreational
can't read
protected
either.
sex. That's what
Again,
I'm specifying.
there's no listen. You're not listening. I hate when y'all kind of start bringing that in because the only thing that actually stops you from having children is abstaining. Y'all niggas are out here tube top babies. Niggas are out here birth control babies. Niggas are out here condom babies. None of that shit is certain. So that's what I'm saying. I think certain people of the world, if you've seen Divergent, this world needs sectors. I feel like you need to take a cognitive test, a financial literacy test, and a spelling test before some of y'all are allowed to have sex. Because if you procreate a baby, most of you niggas can't help with spelling on a test because you can't spell in real life, right?
All
Some of
right,
you
that's
niggas. So
cool.
that's why
That's
I'm saying
cool.
like even with the sex should even be limited to those of a certain structure, a certain moral, a certain thought, because we know that there's a high chance that if I have sex, I might procreate a child, which also procreates either a bum or somebody that has a moral or structure based off of two people that slept together. So no, sex should be off the table also for dummies.
Damn, dummies can't
It
get no.
just sounds like running away from your own structure, though, because you find things to be better over here when you have no idea as far as that, structure at all. It's kind of crazy. And then compare, it even demonizes, the structure that you came from, rather than actually, figuring it out as far as where you came from. It's kind of crazy.
Judge, so you think niggas need to fill out an aptitude test before they get the skids? Is crazy.
They
No,
need
I
to
literally
because a
think they
lot of
need to
y'all
do
need
a.
to stop procreating and having kids. I mean that. It's some
Oh
I
really
think that, and
stupid
if you
people
don't
having
To
pass your
be
kids.
test,
honest, that's something
and
both
if you don't
genders should
pass
have
your
to go
test,
through.
no, I agree.
I
That's why I'm
agree,
speaking to both
right.
genders. I think that everybody, if your coochie, the moment you are able to form a period and all of that, if y'all try to have sex and y'all are two dummies, both of y'all should get electrocuted. Not to the extent that you die, but like a little zap where it's like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this,
So
right?
is it a
Because
disrespectful request to, to ask for your my chart, like, before we have
no, I
No,
sex?
don't
it's not.
listen.
And
I
if
go
she
get
has a
Oh.
you
problem
know what
with
me and
it,
my
she
man
probably
did.
got something.
Yeah. Me and my man
Yeah,
went and
if a
got freaky
woman got a
together before
problem
we
showing
ever
a my
laid
chart, you
together.
shouldn't even be sharing conversation with her.
Listen, me and my man when he got our truck, we went together.
That's a
And we got our,
beautiful
we did
thing,
not sleep
Jazz.
together. We did not sleep together until we both got our results. We went the same day. We held hands walking in that bitch.
I
Gave each
love
other the
that
kiss to
though.
you shortly, babe.
And that's
Because
how
I
you
don't have
do
no
it.
problem doing that.
The
I don't
only
want to be with
people
you,
who have
dirty
a
ass nigga.
problem is the people who got shit or people
Right.
who ain't been to the doctor so they don't know for real.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you got to mention the motherfuckers who don't know what a my chart is, and
I'm
that's
gonna.
and
I'm
that's
about to say.
scary
I'm
because
gonna
niggas will
embrace
know
my.
what
I'm gonna
my career is
embrace.
on 2K, but don't know what my chart is.
I know
Hell
that's
yeah.
fucked up,
I got a
right?
98%.
Man,
You don't know.
it's niggas walking around don't even know they carry a pH balance, and they could possibly be the reason
Yo,
they think this
Johnny.
girl is funky.
Yeah,
The girl
Johnny.
actually clean. She got funky after fucking with your ass.
Hell
Facts.
Yup.
yeah.
And people usually have health portals through their doctors anyway, so you should be able to
Mommy,
go
they gotta
on
have
your
a doctor
app.
first, mommy. They gotta have a doctor first, babe. You pushing the
Right,
line,
right.
mommy.
You
That's a
right.
fact.
These niggas not they ask the nigga they last PCP provider. They wouldn't even be able to tell you. Ask a nigga the last time. Some of them gonna lie on this app. I'm not saying in this room per se, but some will lie. But okay, pull it up then, cause it's on your phone. I can pull
Girl,
mine
Yo,
up
it's
right
most of
now and
these
post it.
people
So
can't even
ladies.
afford
it
health
This
matter.
insurance.
girl was irate because I asked to see her my chart and she thought it was a
She
joke. She was like,
probably
"That's not
had
funny."
something, sir. You saved yourself a sticky date.
No, but
Like,
that too.
congratulations,
No,
because
but the thing
she
was,
probably had something.
but she thought I had to like there was a this disrespectful banter into me asking her this.
Boss man,
And in
let me
my
tell you
mind, it's
something.
like
Here's a
Now,
rule of
if
thumb
she think
that
it's
you should
disrespectful,
use for
she
the
don't
rest of
care
your
about
life.
herself enough.
The
type
rule
shit.
of look, the rule of thumb you should use for the rest of your life is this: the only time people usually get mad is when they got something to hide. Okay.
Exactly. So I already knew that was the timing off the jump. But she thought she was so much fine shit that I shouldn't have asked her that question. I'm like,
But
no,
did you still
you
fuck
gotta.
her?
Huh? Did I?
Probably.
Yup.
That's like see
Did
when
you?
you
Absolutely.
answer a question with a
Majority of
question.
that
Did he
fine
say
shit be out here
absolutely?
bad
You niggas are
anyway.
No, I
dirty,
want to
bro.
know. Did
Y'all
you?
are
Did he still
dirty.
fuck her?
I just answered your question.
You
She
show
got
that
it.
niggas don't
She got a
stand on
Boston
Oh,
business.
beat
see,
down.
well then, what
But
the hell?
boss man, that's the point. That's why when we said when y'all get up here and
No,
y'all
but I
talk
got
like
the
y'all have
matcha
standards.
results first.
But that's what I'm saying. You said that she didn't want to show it to you and you humped her anyway.
No, I didn't say she didn't want to. I said she gave me major static. Like she started foaming on me
Just because
because
she
of
didn't
my
want
Right,
to
but
at the
stature
Yo,
or
you
same
yo,
whatever.
still
time.
Chris,
fucked
what up,
her.
Brody? What's the word?
What up,
But did she give
Stizzle?
it
What
to
up?
you?
Yeah, she had to. She had no choice. This is what she wanted. So I
Oh
said, this is what the
well, then
contract is.
you made it seem like the girl never showed it to you or
No, no,
something.
no, 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 no. She gave me an issue about it. Like she was like, "Are you serious?" Like, yo, wow, disrespectful. I'm like, wait, what is disrespectful of me wanting to know what's going on? It's
Nah,
like we've
soon
been
soon
chatting
she
it
would
up
have
for a
gave me
little
an
bit.
issue. That shit would have ended every
Exactly.
Right.
convo over.
Exactly.
Nah, I
You
was
blocked and I'm gone by my way.
Y'all want
But
to
you know
have
the
Throw me in
problem
the
is,
discussions and
blender.
shit
no, the
because you want
problem
to
is,
fuck.
Johnny, most of these niggas are scared of losing certain women. This the hottest thing they've had since sliced
Man, I done
bread. So they
turned
gonna
It
lose
down
to
more.
wasn't
I done turned
everybody.
okay.
down more
Okay,
pussy
I'm
than
gonna
I done
entertain
had.
that.
That shit is. It ain't all that, gang.
Nah. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It
No,
was
we're
the
not speaking to
hottest
you
thing.
directly, boss. I'm saying in general, like the way you did it, some men they wouldn't even results because they
Yeah,
would have
some
just
niggas
did it
wouldn't
because they
care.
like they just like, oh my God, like I gotta have this. I didn't heard about this or I didn't see what took me
Johnny,
like
where
two
you
by
done
three, you
slid
know?
your antennas from?
What's
Hey,
going on,
Johnny.
Mac? How you doing, man?
Yeah, but Johnny, check it right. This is how I see it, and then you might see this. And I hope the ladies see it from my perspective as well. This person like we wasn't going steady, but we was caught in each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we was flirting, we was conversation. You know, we might have kissed each other a couple times, but then when it got to the
Now
point
you
we
got
knew,
syphilis in your mouth. See, I be kissing too. I ain't
Right. Now you got mouth
nah, but
herpes.
she, yeah, it was
Wait,
also joints.
when you say courting, was that like what you just described? Do you deem that as courting? My fault. A little
Um,
time.
um, Let me say, I think like courting somebody is just like letting them know you're interested. You're showing them kind of what they want to know without having to like press the issue. That's like my definition of it. Like, hey, I
Oh, we
think
do
you
not know
cute.
what coordinate is there.
No,
You
see,
don't know.
I mean,
That's why I
that's
be
why I
saying
asked
people
because
use words they don't even
it
know
can
what
be
it is,
subjective at
Jazz.
Nah,
times.
but that
No,
that
no, that's
that
why I asked
still
because it can be subjective.
it
But
is.
yeah, like courting is mainly the dating and how you treating her and how y'all going about things with each other. Like that's why I asked. But yeah,
That was.
it's
Did I
Well,
not say
subjective.
that in a
no,
different way though?
but no, because the really thing is, I think what it is, we have socialized courting to be what we want.
Courting is an
Yeah,
Courting is
entry
that
for
after
marriage.
dating.
that's why I say
What
subjective.
you were doing was dating. Not so it's like dating, exclusively dating, then courting. Courting is simply when y'all really plan on getting married. No, most of us are not courting. Most Most of us are just dating, and that's fine. Most of us are exclusively dating, and that's fine. But that's what I was saying. a lot of us, like, we've taken our lingo and made our own thing about it. And that's cool. That's what people do. But y'all weren't courting. Y'all were just dating. Y'all was feeling each other out. And then if y'all were going to get serious, which it sounded like you wanted to be, that's when the March charge stuff coming out. Like, okay, I think I want to exclusively sleep with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, courting is when y'all are already in a relationship and y'all aspire to be married. But those are the real definitions. I
And
understand
my
what
fault. I
Johnny is
wasn't. I
mentioning
wasn't trying to
because,
pick apart what you were saying. I was just trying
oh, no,
to.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
just
no, no.
getting a
I
better
agree.
understanding.
Oh, no, no, I agree. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying is actually correct because that's what we have made it to be. So I'm not even mad at what you're saying. I think that's wholeheartedly what we have made it to be. But, in old times, what I'm saying is what it was. So that's what I'm saying. They were just dating, but, when, I guess getting a little serious. I guess he trying to get that cat. So I don't know how serious it was, but.
So yeah, the way like I was explained to do it, like when like everything you guys said is very accurate. This is like about going about pursuing somebody you want for a long term situation. That was the to sum it up how I was the definition of courting somebody until you're looking for long term and you're showing the person who you are and you're giving them an option to like choose as well. Like you're not exclusive with this person, but you guys are very much interested in each other, and you're gonna go to that next step, as you said. So, that was what was going on. But yeah, the my chart situation, I thought was I was like, I don't think you should be upset that I asked you that, because if you asked me, I would have like gladly said, yeah, here, or we can go take care of that.
Bro,
But yeah, that
you
was
know, it's crazy. There's some women who are more comfortable asking the question of what's your body, answering the question of what's your body count, as opposed to producing a my chart.
okay.
Right, because
That's
you're
because they
more
want
That
to.
is
That's
likely
because
to
they
scary as
want
know
to
shit
that
to
the
judge.
me.
person you're
Okay.
That
dealing
is
with
But
scary as shit to me.
based off
that's
of
the.
they my chart than they fucking dating him.
But that's because it goes kind of to the control factor of, women trying to control men, right? Oh, if you just ask me, I can still lie to you about how many people I slept with, as opposed to even if you slept with three people, you still could have caught an STD. It don't matter if you slept with one person in your
Yeah,
life.
because
You could have lost your
some
virginity
women
to
that
that
take
nigga.
the
If he
nigga
slept
with
with
the
somebody
bad
else,
sex off their number.
yeah, that's why I'm just. It sounds crazy, and I agree with what you're saying. Some of the women's logic, maybe not in here because I haven't heard too many people sound stupid in here yet. But you know what I'm saying. Some of the women logic be crazy to me. Just like I think it's stupid when I hear women say, "I won't cook for that man," but you already fucked him. Like there's nothing you can't hold nothing back now. You already gave him the thing he was anticipating for the most. A sandwich is the least you could do. Y'all ain't gonna make sure but pasta anyway. Make that nigga some pasta. You know what I'm saying? It be backwards
The
nowadays. Like
dynamics
how
of
you
the
That's that.
coochie has changed, Jazz.
That's them heifers who be like, "Oh, I'm not finna do some wife shit when I'm just a girlfriend."
so you gave up
That's
that
what I
pussy.
How
was.
you expect this nigga to see you as a wife if you're not doing wife shit?
I was just telling
That
them
math
this.
don't math.
I was
Hey, the
just telling
only
them
wife
this
shit that I'm
earlier.
not doing is combining my bank account with yours. I'm not doing that. That's the only wife shit that I'm not doing prior to marriage.
I
Everything
ain't mad
else,
at
Is
that.
the
That
nigga
yeah,
paying
I ain't mad at
husband
that.
bills?
Now,
Like,
see, when it come to that, I wouldn't even
what is
expect you
that?
to do that.
that's the only. But my thing is, if you
Oh
sleeping
man,
with them,
inshallah.
everything else besides combining like your finances, why wouldn't you give like cook? How you draw the line in? But you giving up
I
sex
just,
like that's
yeah,
crazy to me.
yeah. But you heard me earlier, right? I told you why they doing that. They negative for negative out here.
Yeah, you're right.
They negative for negative. What did Ben say before women started saying that? I ain't paying no bills if you ain't my girl. I ain't doing this. I ain't
And they
doing
not
that.
wrong.
So they thought
I
they
don't think
threw something else out there, and it's
Yo,
stupid.
I wanted to say something, ladies, real quick, and I'm just gonna revert back to the topic. Can women control how a man treats her in 2026? That is gonna be from 2026 and beyond, and the past. That's just how it goes. I feel like the women who bring the grace, the guys who kind of bring the passion, but the brains and the grace of the operation is usually the woman's spot. And like if they coming with any type of energy, whether they're feeling the type of way, the men feel it, and based on the communication, that can change the dynamic. So I think that the women do have a definitely a stronger hold on how the relationship can end up. Because a man can always be like, you know what, I don't like this, and be out. But because guys, I notice myself, I'm quicker to just be out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thugging it, especially I don't feel like there's a real investment. You know what I mean? Like, what am I staying with this person for if I'm getting static? But if the person is positive and like I have no reason to like be a be a problem back, like I've always seen like when the girl's usually in a good state of mind, even when she's not in a good state of mind, as long as like they're predominantly cool, the guy, the relationship thrives. I usually see the relationship go downhill when the girl starts to like get mad, or if a guy starts getting insecure. That's cool, but that could be fixed. Once a girl's like, I'm done, and she's clipped with you, it's over, bro. There's no coming back from it, and that's
We
it.
still can't control that because even the nicest women still get played to the left. Even the nicest women that were so feminine and so this and so that, they still get played by niggas. So that's why I don't think that even
Yes.
that is gonna work.
Yes, that like, and at the end of the day, those are the innocent bystanders. But we're just talking about women as a whole, and I feel like you guys do have a better like, you're more in position to make the dynamic of your relationship be successful more than the dude, because a lot of times the dudes don't have a lot to bring to the table like right off the top. I see a lot more women have their stuff together than men, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And that's why I feel like, coming back to the point where stuff gets disrespectful, girls feel like they can call you a BAN, a bitch ass nigga. It's like, oh man, that's heavy stuff.
Are
But
you
at the end
acting
of
like
the day,
one?
I mean, sometimes people say things out of anger, but
But
I'm gonna
sometimes they
say,
say
for me,
things
I've
out of
never been
truth.
called that from a female. So
But I'm
like,
saying, like, just
I'm
because she
sorry
called
if
you
you
that, don't
acting
mean it
like a
ain't
bitch
true.
ass nigga. You
Right?
probably
Like
gonna get called a bitch
one
ass
time, a
nigga
guy was
at that
like,
right,
"You
time.
acting like a
right.
man," and
At
I was
that
like, "Well, one of
time
us gotta
though.
be the man in the relationship, like, because you ain't acting like one."
At that time though. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I know a lot of females get mad when a nigga call them a bitch. But it's sometimes where I know I'm in my act, right?
Mm.
And if my nigga say like, man, you on some bitch shit, I'm not finna look at him and get mad like, nigga, you called me a bitch. Oh my God. No, I'm gonna observe my actions. Okay, I am acting bitchy.
But you should definitely observe that verbiage though. Like, yo, my man, I know you was
No,
upset,
because you gotta
but
understand who
but you
I
gotta
am.
watch how you talking to me,
You don't
because I'm
talk
not
to
gonna.
me much, boss man. You gotta understand who I am.
No,
That
not
bitch
you. I'm
ass
saying
nigga
as a
word.
general, not you specifically.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying
yeah.
like
Cause
in
like
general, as a man. Like, if I said to you, like, yo, baby, why you acting like a bitch today? Like, whatever, and you like,
it ain't gonna be that
yeah,
soft.
like, where did this come from?
But
You didn't
y'all
call
don't
me.
You
even
know it wasn't finna be
coddle.
that
But
cute.
that's
You know what
weird
I'm
because
trying to
y'all
say?
don't even
Like,
coddle women, but y'all want women to coddle y'all. Like that doesn't
no,
even
no,
make
no, no, no,
sense.
no. I'm
Type
saying, my
shit.
Like
thing is,
y'all
if
treat
Who
y'all,
women
is
how the
y'all?
fuck y'all want to treat women, and
Type
y'all don't
shit.
coddle women with that shit at all. Y'all just be like, "Yup, it is what it is. You
no,
chose me to
Trish, no,
lead,
Trish,
and
Trish.
you gotta submit. And if you don't want to submit, then move the fuck around." So it's like, why do we gotta coddle y'all just
No
because right
coddling,
now
no
you acting like a
coddling.
weird
The
ass
point
nigga?
being is,
Jada,
whoever
Jada.
starts with calling whoever the bitch word, that's the person that gotta figure out why. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, I think it's cool to call this person that, and I'm supposed to
But
care about
forget
this
the
person.
bitch word. See, and we
Yeah.
talking about getting in our feelings because somebody called you a bitch. Whatever. No. We're talking about simply me just saying, look, right now you acting weird as fuck. Like
That's, here
you're
we
acting
go.
weird as
That's what I'm
fuck.
talking. All right,
And
now we're getting somewhere.
it's given you want to argue and I ain't with that shit. So
Motherfuckers
I
get
don't have
mad at
to
you
I shouldn't
calling
have
them
to
weird,
coddle
But
Trish.
you.
calling
But I
somebody
shouldn't have to
weird and a
coddle a
bitch is like
man by
two
telling him
different
They
that.
gonna be
things.
Like,
like, why are you calling me weird? Oh, so I'm weird.
cause
So
you
I'm
call me
weird.
a bitch and guess
I'd
what? And if
rather
I'm
figure
acting
out
like a
being
bitch, I'm gonna
weird
be
than
like,
figure out
shit,
being a
yep, you
bitch.
damn right. I'm probably gonna
Hey,
agree with you.
look,
Like, yep,
yes,
Johnny,
shit. I
what
I
do you
act like
told
a
think?
you.
bitch sometimes. Whatever.
My fault. They was just all over the place with the gang. I was trying to listen to
Yeah, but
everybody, but
Jay, keep
shit.
it a stack, and I want to hear from stacks too. Yo, what was shit heavy on your mind? Your shorty calling you like, yo, you're being weird, bro, or yo, you're being a bitch.
But
Nah, a
I
bitch
think the
would
bitch
definitely
one, bro.
sit more. A
Yeah, the
bitch would
bitch.
definitely
He
sit
asked
more.
me, Johnny, what's going on?
I got both of y'all. I said both of y'all. My fault.
Come on, bro.
So
Damn,
yeah, the B word. Both of y'all
confusing me
said
and
the
shit,
B.
nigga.
I could sit up because me
Right,
as a
stack, get off
person
my
to
back.
sit down and think
Hey,
about
nigga, I'm
like,
about to put you in the
I
goo in
could
two
be weird,
seconds,
but you
nigga.
could
You
call me
keep
a bitch.
talking.
Why are we stuck on the B word?
Fuck is
I
going
don't
on,
know.
bro?
I don't. Yo, I don't. I think that's because of like the era. Like
Yo, if you
'05,
a
you called
man
me a
No,
acting
bitch.
like
it's
It
one,
was
that's
up.
what you get called. So get over it.
Nah, I'm just saying like that's the
look,
thing.
y'all call women hoes and prostitutes every day. Like,
But
what the fuck?
Exactly.
but I will
Like
Like,
say the only
I don't
point
get it.
y'all
Like,
need
the
to
only
start
point
Yo,
that I
focusing on
y'all
think
some
y'all
he is
like
wild.
making though.
testosterone, dog, because that shit be making y'all upset. And I be like, let it roll off your back. If you ain't no bitch ass nigga, then why you upset? Like,
But
wait.
I will say,
I do feel like certain women don't call, if she call you a bitch, respect her, I'm gonna say this real nice, she don't respect you no more. So it don't even matter.
Facts.
I
Side
really want
chick.
to try to just lead a situation because I've never called anybody that I'm dealing with or in a relationship with a bitch. It don't matter how much I feel like his antics were being, I still have never called him that. I may stop talking to him at that moment, or I may just end the conversation because I do believe no matter how mad I get, but I mean, some of y'all that get called that on this app, these women don't respect y'all anyway. So kind of wanting them to not call you that is crazy because they don't have any form of respect for you. So I do think respectfully, if she call you that, just leave. Like I don't, and there are some women and there's some men that will accept that. So some women are used to men who they can call each other a bitch and then by the end of the night they fucking and cuddled up. So I do think it depends on the dynamic. But me personally, I'm never calling a man a bitch if I respect him. If I call you that, I no longer respect you. And really this relationship over or the friendship's over. Even my male friends, no matter how much we have gotten into it, I've never called them a bitch. So I can understand where it may bother some men, but I also can understand where the women like, shit, there's some niggas out here you can call them a bitch and they might be mad at that moment or they throw it over their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it just depends.
But like, if we know that though, like if we know that as a collective, like if somebody call you a bitch, like your woman call you a bitch, obviously, yeah, she don't respect you. We talking about just your woman in general. Literally, just like, look, babe. Right now, you tweaking. Okay, I don't know what you got going on, but you doing too much. I don't see what's wrong with that. To where it's like this thing of, oh well, you now I feel like I don't know.
That's
It's
because a lot of
weird.
men don't like correction from anybody. Not they homeboys, not you, not anybody, not even they fucking parents. They don't want nobody to correct them because it breaks the code of them being a man for some reason in some
With that being
mystical
said, that's why we
third
having
dimension
problems with
world.
having good
Like
leaders.
But is it
it's
Good
really
job,
because
trying to
Danielle.
correct
it's
though?
because,
Because
well,
it's
here's
like
the
if
thing, and I've been saying this for years. You have to understand, most of these people were raised up in a household where because I said so was the going trend, right? Because I said so. Because I said so. So that's how they look at leadership, right? Because they said so, right? So you have to understand there's a learning curve here that's being missed.
Okay, a lot of this sounds like projection. I never heard men having issues with correction from other men or other women. And then it was specifically said that calling him a bitch, and I try to sugarcoat it with all that extra other shit, but it was specifically said bitch, so that's disrespect.
Are you
That's
acting like
no
one?
man is going for that. Hold on, I'm
Actually,
speaking.
it was bitch
No man,
ass nigga.
hold on, I ain't cut nobody off. So no man is going for that for one, and that woman doesn't even deserve protection or anything to speak like that. That's not even an actual woman in my regards. So
Nobody's
like at the
asking
end of
y'all
the
to
day,
protect them.
hold
we
on,
You do
said
know
that.
that,
hold on,
right?
hold on. I ain't cutting nobody off.
Nobody's
And
asking
then
you to
towards the
protect them.
topic, women ain't controlling shit. Women can't control nothing. They can't control a man. They can't even really control themselves. If I'm my own
Ah,
person, no woman is controlling me. So at the end of the day, it's like no, a woman can't control. She can influence a man to respect her because at the end of the day, it's like with her being a feminine woman and being in her right place. Yeah, she can definitely get respect from men easily. Like get whatever she want actually with just being a feminine woman. And I think a lot of women nowadays in America just aren't feminine.
did you just hear yourself, sir?
But there's no
The
difference
crazy
on how
I
y'all
shit
no,
treat
is,
hold on, y'all,
women.
hold on, because I want to nip this part in the bud real quick, because I know y'all gonna take it another way, because y'all be hearing shit different than I do. But the man just said a woman don't control shit, but a woman can get control if she's submissive, if she's in her feminine. Nigga, that mean a woman can control a nigga with her femininity.
I
What
said
the fuck?
influence. The influence is different from control. I didn't say that. You didn't listen properly.
Do you know what the
I said
definition of
influence.
influence is? Control. The definition of control is the power to influence. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
Hello.
Definitions of words before you speak because you sound slow. Like, look, here's the reality of it all. People can tell you what to do, and men, I kind of agree. Women can't control men, but what we can do is remove your ass if you're not acting accordingly. So you're right. We can't control what you do, but we can get rid of your ass post haste.
Yeah, I know I'm right because y'all haven't been able to control men for how long or manipulate them for too long to where y'all lost everything and now y'all have to resort to being men. So that's the sad part
We
about it
don't
because
have
most of
kids,
our
and
women when
if
they
that's
speak,
the case,
they
that would
sound like
mean that
it's like
y'all are
y'all
fucking as
even took
men,
out
which would make
verbiage
y'all
when it
gay.
comes down. Y'all
So
want to
that's
be
kind
men so bad, y'all took out verbiage. Y'all say ninja,
Most of
y'all
y'all
say
don't know what a
boss,
real man
y'all
looks
say
like
all
because
this
your
other
daddy
stuff
wasn't in
so
the house
much
with
and,
you.
and
What
then
do you
it's so
mean?
sad that you can't even remain to be a woman in a woman's place when somebody
You
is
need
respecting you and
sir,
paid you to
You
floor
need
and
to be in a
everything. Like
man's
this
place
is the
of learning
sad
how to
part.
talk
No,
to
no, no, no.
people.
This is the
It's
sad part. When
sad
a
because
man is
most of you
speaking, you be
niggas think,
quiet. When
yeah,
a man is
somebody has
speak,
to, somebody, sir, be quiet like you do when a white man tell
when
you
a
to shut
man is
up.
speaking,
Like,
you be
yes, be
quiet.
quiet.
That's a
You're not
woman's
my
place.
man,
But
nigga.
how you
You're not
telling
my
me?
man,
You
woman.
Yeah,
sound like
your
you
You're
eating your
not
mic
my
is
man or
microphone.
crazy.
my daddy.
You
That's the thing. You're not my man or my
you're eating
motherfucking
your
daddy. I don't have to
microphone. I
stop for
can't hear
you.
you. I
The
can't hear you.
problem, the problem with a lot of you is you
Back up
think
from the
somebody got to
phone.
listen to your. I'm not on the phone. That's my goddamn car. But here's the thing: like a lot of y'all seem to think that somebody has to listen to you. That's not the real world. Most of you niggas, this is the most anybody listen to you in your motherfucking life. So when y'all sit here and y'all try to tell somebody they gotta stop talking because your silly ass, undereducated ass is talking, that means nothing to us. We don't have reverence for you. We don't have respect for you. And for all intents and purposes, you're a fucking nobody. Nobody has to stop for your motherfucking ass. Who are you? No one.
I don't give a fuck about what you talk about because
And
this
we
is
don't give a fuck
Clubhouse.
about
Like
what
at the
you
end of the
talking
day,
about.
like
Just
it's
like
so
that.
sad that
And it's just like
this is the
that.
only place that
And
you can
just
talk
like
to men
that.
freely.
Oh, look at him repeating what
This is
I
the only
said.
place
That's
where you can
cute.
talk to men
That's
freely. And you just
cute.
killed the whole
That's
entire
cute.
Yo,
room
could
with
I
this
get in
That's
here,
bullshit.
please?
You killed the whole entire room with this bullshit, B.
Nah, could I get in here, please? So I just want to say this, right? For the most part, there was a little bit of a contradiction because if you just want to say like a woman can influence how you treat her, it goes to show the topic says, can a woman control how a man? Yes, you just said it, bro. You said, yo, based on how she's moving, that's gonna influence me to treat her as such. So, and then you gave it even broke it down more. If a woman even open her mouth to call me a bitch, she's out of here. So you kind of answered the question, and a lot of times, yeah, as far as who's place and what place, people gonna put themselves right where they need to be without even knowing that they did it to themselves. Like you said, once a girl call me a bitch, I'm like, y'all chill, y'all out your mind. I'm out of here. You just showed me what I need to see, that you don't have, you know, self control to control your mouth or check me in a respectful manner. So hey, but I do think, like, you know what I'm saying, like the ball is in their court. It really is, because if somebody's not bringing something to the table, it's not working.
Both
Especially
true at
respect.
the same time. It's true at the same time. So if a woman is being masculine, she's going to be treated as such. Like she's going to be treated like a dude.
and you're
If a
gonna get
woman
treated like a
and
woman if you acting feminine.
she controls her own, like her own audience basically.
Come
So it's
on,
like
Danny.
if she want respect, she's gonna come for the respect.
A
Um,
lot of
But if
these
she want
so
men wasn't
respect, she's
so
raised
gonna
with
be
their
instead of
vindictive.
fathers.
That's just
They
it.
wasn't raised
Just
with
like
their
these
daddies,
women
and
on
it
stage is
shows.
the prime
so
They
example of
wasn't
it.
raised with their daddies, and it shows.
Like you over talking me to not even hear what you're saying. Like that shit don't even make no sense.
Maya, I keep trying to hold on, y'all. Maya, I keep trying to let you up. It's not letting me. It's saying that you've been invited up. I don't know. I see your hand raised though. I don't know why it's not letting me pull you up.
Nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying, Mac? It's over for that. Now, we've been having a great conversation about this. It's been good. Gender Wars is only going to be open for the next 20 fucking minutes. We're going to come back tonight. I'm going to let
Y'all
Butter
try to
go
lock
do what
off
she got to do,
my
but
youth.
let's talk. Let's get this shit popping.
Oh, 20 minutes.
Yo, and why Jazz leave as soon as Senora came? I'll be doing some
Ooh.
investigation.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
deep dive. As soon as who came, he jumped off.
I don't know. We're gonna surpass it. We're just gonna keep it moving because I don't know. Hey Heather, welcome back, babes.
Hello.
Hey,
How you feel
Senora,
about
I
the
hope you
title,
had a great
Mama?
Mother's Day.
Um, the topic you said,
Mother's
Yes,
Day is
ma'am.
every day.
can a woman control how a man treats her? I mean, you can't really control how someone treats you, but you can control how you react to it. So, like the moment the mistreatment happens, you can remove yourself.
A lot of y'all don't have control over how men treat y'all. They just gonna treat y'all the way they want to treat y'all. I
I
ain't
mean, you
gonna lie.
can't really
They do what
control.
they
Gonna lie.
want.
Yeah, they
Gonna lie.
want. Everybody does what they want. Like you go to the store right now, and someone just mistreats you. You get the fact that they're an asshole to you, like, but you can like do something about it.
These women can't even control themselves. How can they control anybody else? Majority of these women is on antidepressants and all type of shit. Got mental issues and shit. They all unstable. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Thing got
They're
everybody
not. They're
I
not
think it's
Antidepressants
more
are
emotionally,
hard to
men
get
mentally
mentally
on. Like
viable.
unstable than it is
Sorry.
women, according to
Can't get on
statistics.
antidepressants if you don't have a PCP or go to the doctor. Of course, you're not on antidepressants. Y'all off of each other Period. at Be real. y'all off of
Can you guys
yourselves at
hear
high
me?
rates.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little
Okay.
bit. Oh, your voice so soft. Y'all better not fucking yell at her. Y'all hear how soft she talking? Make her raise her voice if y'all want to.
Go ahead,
Oh no,
Senora.
no
Talk to
man
me.
can no man can ever make me raise my voice. A woman can
You
treat
sure
how a
about that?
man.
Hold up, boss
Hold
man. I
up.
got you. Hold up. Go ahead, Senora.
A woman can control how a man treats her in 2026 by how she treats herself and how she acts. If she's acting like a wild wildebeest in public, then men are going to treat her like a
Thank
wildebeest.
you.
Thank you.
And lady, man, I love when people come up here that's like-minded like me. It's beautiful. I love it.
I just want to say I think Danny and Mister really agree with each other, but it just came out the wrong way because y'all, everybody's saying the same thing but delivering it different.
I mean, I'm open to hearing like an explanation for the other standpoint. So, like, how could you control how an entirely different person like comes at you?
The
How can you
problem
control that?
The problem with women is that their femininity is conditional and it's reactive. So you guys really don't have control over yourselves. Once you start knowing who you are and knowing yourself, you can control how other people treat you. So for example, I know that there's going to be men that's going to try to trigger me in trying to yell. It's not going to happen. And over time, what happens is they will understand how I am as a woman and they will act accordingly. Women have to start acting in accordance with themselves so men can treat them how they act. But if women are out here acting like belligerent animals, then men will treat you like an animal.
But don't you
Act
have to stay to show them how to treat you? Like, don't you have to like show? You still have to stay to show them, right? Like, you can't just like.
No, that's the problem. Women don't understand that men are observers. So, for example, Bossman, can you
Oh
please
my
go on
god.
mute, please, darling? It's echoing. Thank you so much.
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, for example, men are observers. They observe how you move and everything. And what women don't understand is that they actually scare off their perfect match by how they observe how you treat the waiter, they observe how you treat your family members, observe how you speak in a room. But women think because you're, so belligerent and sassy that that's attractive. No, a man is going to treat you how you treat yourself and others because they observed you first.
I love her.
My question would be, who's to say that she wants to be attracted?
Oh, it's up to her, but I'm just answering the title. I didn't say she can do whatever she wants, but you can't say you don't have control on how other people treat you.
Right, I get that. But if the goal is like for him to seek out a woman or whatever case may be, but then she's just not on that type of time, it's like that. I know the observation would be the observation for him, but for her, I don't think it would really affect her.
Right, but don't get upset if she's acting like some sort of belligerent animal that a man is going to treat her like a belligerent animal. That's all I'm saying.
Right, right, right.
Same thing I said, Senora. I got attacked just now. I love it when a black woman come in and speaks some facts, cause
Oh,
it's
am
fucked
I
up.
am I black today or am I not black? I'm not
You
In
are
my
sure.
book, you
fine
black in
as
my book
shit.
today.
That's what I know.
Okay, got it.
you you black in my book today. It's just so sad that it has to be said from both sides and can't be accepted just from one side. But it's like exactly what I said. A woman can control how a man treats her by being feminine by default. I wouldn't even say trying to be it through conditions. That'll still get her caught up because, say, for instance, it's like you fake it till you make it. But nowadays, when you ask certain questions or put them in certain situations, they'll fold, and then they'll expose who they really are. So it's just like it's so easy to have like a conversation to expose them because all you have to do is talk about things that they don't like losing
Absolutely.
weight or body counts and stuff like that.
I
And then
agree.
you'll see.
So for example, like my job now, I'm married, so I have to make sure that I represent my husband in the bestest of light wherever I go. So I represent him. I'm not going to go out here acting like a belligerent fool because I have a husband and children that I represent at all times. Women need to understand that they should be representing themselves in the best light wherever your voice is heard.
And there are plenty of times where you can disagree, but femininely. I disagree with a lot of people all the time, but I don't have to be a belligerent fool about it. There's a way to disagree in a feminine way.
I think
So
that's a
is
lost art.
femininity performative, or is it just how you are as a woman? Like, do you have to perform femininity, or like, are you just
There's
feminine
a,
because you were born with feminine
so
energy?
women are naturally feminine, but what happens is I've noticed today women women's femininity is conditional. So and I've never understood that turn on and off switch with femininity. You guys are feminine to the right type of man that pays for it, or the right type of man that you like, or that stimulates your clitoris. No, femininity should be like on and on, because I've never heard a man say, I'm not going to be masculine today. We would look at him crazy, right? He's a masculine man. That's kind of weird. I just think what happens here is that I don't think women know how to be feminine, because you guys, well, not you, Heather, but it's, I've noticed with women, femininity is up for sale. So you guys turn up the performance because you think that's what the other man's attracted to, instead of just being a woman, just being yourself.
I
That
know. I
makes
think
sense.
I think being in your feminine is well, I'll wait till his clapping is done. I think being in your feminine is a little bit subjective because you have women Wesley, leave me alone. You have women that are kind of like me that came up tomboyish. I'm not a girly girl. I'm not super feminine. I'm not makeup every day. I'm not gotta have my hair extra cute all the time. I'm just not her. I'm not carry a purse 24/7.
Me
I'm
either.
not I'm not Miss soft, like I'm not soft spoken. Like I was taught by the men in my life, stand up for myself, stand on what I believe and talk how I talk, like be myself. And I'm not changing me for nobody. And I ain't found a man that can get jiggy with me.
You
So
Like
still
I don't
you
have
still
to.
feminine, baby.
Men
I
You
don't want
still
am
that.
feminine.
I am one of
We
12
don't want that, mister. I
siblings.
don't give a fuck what you want,
You
sir.
still feminine. You
So
still
Mac,
feminine. We love it.
Thank you,
so
Wesley.
Stop
Mac,
lying.
all I'm
Stop
gonna
lying
say,
to her.
I am one
She
of
can never be
12
masculine.
siblings, and I have 8 brothers. I have 20 first cousins that are males. I understand what you're saying. It is not meant to define your femininity. It's for them to know if they're attracted to your femininity. What I am saying is women don't even know what that is. They play it up because they like hyper feminize their femininity, because it's conditional. Either a man will pay for it, or again, they want to control that man. They truly don't know what their femininity is. And I am saying that women, our femininity, there's certain things that we can get away with, that if you really tap into that energy, you can control how a man treats you.
Oh, sure.
Now,
I get you.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't do the makeup every day. I don't do the purse every day. I don't do I was taught to stand up for yourself. Like, I don't do all of that, but there is a way in your feminine nature that can get men to crawl and do whatever it is that you want them to do. It's
Absolutely.
that simple.
Absolutely.
But it takes one. It takes a real strong, powerful woman, and you know what it is, Senora. It's like it takes one special one.
Yeah,
'Cause,
Stack, she already
I
got me
mean,
beat. You hear how she talk?
listen,
So about she got me beat.
I'm over here trying to imitate her voice. Fuck.
no, please don't. You are
I'm trying to,
DMX.
you know what I'm saying? Let me
No,
soften it up.
you
Hold on,
are
hold on, hold on,
you
hold
are
on.
from the Rough Riders. You do
No,
not
no,
need.
no. Hold on,
No,
Stack.
The
I'm gonna
Rough
start
Riders
talking
is
to you like
I
this
wild.
don't
all
want to
the
hear
Yeah, I
it,
like
time.
and
that
I'm gonna
voice
think it's
better,
fake.
man.
So don't talk to me like that.
I'm not gonna yell
It's
at you anymore,
no, it's
Stack. I'm
cap.
just
No, it's
gonna
fake.
this is beautiful. Oh
It's
my gosh,
fake.
I like
It's
this.
No,
hilarious.
it's fake because you was just
It's
yelling at
so
Clarity in here
peaceful.
20 minutes, like 3 hours
You
ago before
already
Senora got here. Y'all was already
Senora,
done,
you put me
and
on
now
new
y'all want to
stuff,
hear this
girl.
shit.
I'm
It's
gonna
fake.
start talking to them
It's
just like
fake.
this all
That's
the
cap.
time.
You
No,
don't
Mac,
give a
Mac, you
that
better pick a
conditional
side.
you
femininity.
don't
Trish,
need
wasn't she
to
just in here
Trish,
warring? Now
Mac,
she
you
want to
better
try to act
pick a
like she's soft.
side.
You
you
too,
don't
Trish.
Yeah,
need
but
Trish,
listen, that
you don't
Trish,
need
it's
to
gonna be
switch
so
it.
You
hard
better
for me
pick
to
a
stand on
side.
that.
Look, Mac,
Cause as soon
Mac,
as a nigga say some crazy shit to me, I'm a fuck nigga. Shut the fuck up. Fuck is we
Exactly.
talking
See, you
Yep,
about?
know what?
it
You know
won't
what's
happen.
crazy,
I
Mac?
hey
don't
You know
Mac,
believe.
what's
Mac,
crazy, Mac? The
you
way
don't
that
need
I
to
be
switch it.
talking, or whatever the case may
I
be,
don't believe that
it
shit.
might
Soon as
sound like I
Ain't
listen,
might
no
be on
Trish.
the rough
Soon as
side.
Senora leave, y'all
I
motherfuckers
don't
be
be.
back to yelling.
bothered about what these
Y'all
motherfuckers
Yeah,
motherfuckers
you
be
say.
don't.
back morning.
Yeah,
You
stop trying
don't
to
need
put
to
on a
switch
show
it.
in front of
You don't
Senor.
need to switch it. You need to just be
Come
who you
on,
are.
Y'all
Like
just putting on
Yeah.
the
like
show because
Putting
Senor
on the
here. Don't
show.
worry about
nah.
it.
What's up,
No,
Fade?
but there's
No, I'm
it's
Yeah.
just trying to
got
take
to
good
be.
advice from my good sister
I have
and
the
Man,
apply
y'all
utmost
are
it to my
respect
bullshitting.
life
and
so that
man.
I can be
the
successful.
Yeah,
To
represent
be
your
What?
husband,
It's
fair,
man.
called
Like
growth.
represent
the
your
advice
husband,
that
man.
she gave,
to hey
Gabe
Wesley.
was that it's not for me to. Hey, how you doing? I was just trying to get in there. It was a lot of chaos. I'm sorry, Senor. Do you mind if I just say this and get
Of
out your way?
course, of course, of
Thank
course.
you. I appreciate it. So the advice she gave was perfect, and that's all you have to do is be who you are. The person who's attracted to the way you carry your femininity will be your person. The person that's not won't be. So my job is not to define your femininity as a woman. My job is to see if I am aligned with the type of femininity that you display. So it's levels to it. I may like the super made up Barbie doll type of femininity. Or I may like the more rugged, down to earth or outspoken type of femininity because I run over a chick that's the Barbie doll type. But I would know my type if I'm intentional. So I think the point is you don't have to put on that soft voice because in my world, you can never be fucking masculine. Everything you do will still be feminine, no matter how loud you are, how soft you are, how hard pause, any of that shit. So you just got to be yourself. That's who we are.
And
Don't
I
you
just
try to
wanted
pause it. Don't you try to
Mac,
pause. We talking about some pause.
to
Well, that
say
that was
that
for everybody else.
it took a long time to like tap into an energy where I can come into a room and disarm men just with the sound of my voice. I had to tap into my energy and sit with myself, and I can walk into any room and I can disarm a group of men just with hello.
Cause you got
That's
that
it.
ism. That's why you got the ism. I'm trying to say.
Hey, hold on.
But it took years. To be
Ain't
fair, I'm
not
38
one of
years
them
old.
yelled at you yet. They have not raised a voice at
Ain't
you
nobody gonna be
yet.
yelling
Why
at
would
Senora
they?
anyway.
I've
This is
never, I've never yelled at
beautiful.
her ever,
I
and I yell
love
at
it.
everybody. Never have I ever yelled at her ever.
I love what
But
she
it's
bring
how
out of
she
y'all.
it's
Look
just
at
how
her
she
making
carries.
y'all great again. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I've
that's the
never
influence that
cursed
a
out
feminine
Danielle. I've
energy
never cursed
has.
out Danielle either. And the way that she move, everybody think that like she be all
Yeah,
full of
yo, like
bees and motherfuckers. But
Oh no,
I've
Danielle,
never
she
ever cursed
definitely
her out.
talk her shit.
But the way she carry it, I'm okay with. Does
Yeah,
that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I'm comfortable with that. It doesn't offend me. It's not like I'm feel like you questioning my manhood or you threatening me. I'm perfectly fine the way you operate.
And that's what feminine energy does, though. You know, it calms the
That's a
men because
fact.
men are naturally aggressive. Like men, that's a masculine trait is aggression from a man. So within a woman, because we're opposites of each other, and we balance each other out. So when a woman now is soft and she's in her femininity, it automatically balances things out. There is no arguments. There's no combativeness because it soothes the whole aggression. So it's like when now, like a lot of situations where a lot of our sisters get into relationships or engagements with men, y'all giving off a lot of that aggression. So y'all get that aggression back because it's the energy. And a lot of men don't have control over their emotions to a point to where that's when they lash out, start calling y'all bitches and going crazy and putting hands on motherfuckers because y'all don't realize y'all giving off that aggression, and that's a masculine trait. So if you want to be, say, control the situation or control the man, learn how to be more feminine, and it has nothing to do with makeup and putting on all this other bullshit. That's bullshit. You being feminine is you actually like giving into being soft in every type of way, and not saying that you're soft and you're weak, but soft because you see our senora, she's not yelling, she's not aggressive or nothing. She's actually coming off like a real feminine woman. So it's like I love it because it's like a learning session right now.
And
Don't
can I
get it.
just
Don't
tap
get it
in?
twisted. I cuss a bitch out in a heartbeat. Don't get it twisted now.
Wesley,
Feminine or not.
cause do you
Feminine or
fucking hear
not. Yeah,
me?
look, feminine or
Cause
not. I cuss a bitch
duh,
out in a heartbeat. Don't get
ask
it
AJ
twisted.
about me. AJ done been up here and heard me cuss out many a motherfucker. Okay?
Don't get it
Yeah, let me get
twisted.
in here when
You
y'all
get
done.
from you get from me what you give to me. So like if you talking to
Absolutely.
me on some cool, you being respectful to me, I can talk to you soft and be respectful to you. But you get to trying to let your ego rock and you think I'm gonna shut the fuck up or I'm gonna stay soft, you're stupid. Like you're stupid. I'm gonna talk the
Damn
utmost shit to
dummy.
you. Yeah, you goddamn fool.
That's cat. But go ahead. Yeah, go.
That's crazy work. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but I know from my personal anecdotal experience is that when it comes to men, I noticed that the calmer I got, the angrier that they got when it came to some type of disagreement or whatever. So I don't know.
Can I
Like
say
You
something on
they
that,
get
but
please?
you
Can I
real
say
angry.
something on that,
condescending,
please, Cap?
Kennedy, you real
Yes.
condescending. You're very
You said what?
condescending. You're very
Gonna wait for Wes.
condescending though.
I
Like
mean, if it
when
if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense.
well, I
So
get it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's probably what the issue is like you can be softer with it, but if you are condescending while doing it, then it's still gonna have the same negative effect. So if you left that out and kept the softness, I don't think you had the same result. But I get it. You like, I just can't. You allergic to stupid, and I get it. So when you do some dumb shit, you probably gonna be condescending when you reply to their ass. Which I
I
She
mean,
got
mean,
that.
is what
I'm
it
not gonna
is.
sit here and lie. That's actually very true because, like,
I get.
for example, this guy was like, "Oh my God, I lost so much money on this parlay, yada yada yada," and I was like, "Oh well, how many times have you been doing the sports parlay, sports betting thing?" And he was like, "Oh, this is like my fourth time." I said, "Oh, okay. And did you win any other time?" He's like, "No," and I was like, "But you keep throw." And then this is my response. I'm like, "So you keep throwing money in the trash can?"
Hey, Kennedy.
Okay, like, and I'm like, so how is that working for you? And now I'm the asshole. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here like, well, I'm being logical right along with you. You enjoy throwing money in the trash can.
Kennedy,
Okay.
Hey,
gonna
Cool.
give you that sarcastic asshole. Quick, don't fuck
hey,
with her.
stack. Hey, stack. We not gonna allow no parlay slander in here, bro. Come on, what's going on, man?
No,
I don't, I don't, I
I'm just
don't,
sitting
I
here
don't, I
saying,
don't.
I
Listen,
gotta say, man. I gotta say,
right. I mean,
first of all, I don't do parlays. I do stocks, dividend stocks to be exact. I don't play around with the parlay. All right, y'all can play with the parlay,
he
lose
not
your
a
money.
parlayer.
I'm a stalker, and I like long term growth. So y'all can do that if y'all want.
right, but this
You
is
my
my whole
man
thing
in the
because it's
game.
like I'm a little bit more solution based than a lot of people. So it's like if someone's like, "Oh my God, I got to make more money," yada yada yada, but then you're in the casino every 2 weeks where you get paid. I'm like, but you keep going to the Hard Rock. How
Well,
is that working for you exactly? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So it's
stupid.
just
It's
like.
I
stupid.
hear you. I
Like
hear
what is
you.
happening? But I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna call a man or anyone at that matter stupid or whatever. I'm just going to hold up the mirror and
Some
look at you
but
and
you
be
need to
like,
call
and
people
how is
stupid.
that working for you exactly? You keep going to
Sometimes
the
people
Hard
need to
Rock
hear that they
every time you
stupid,
get
bro.
paid. So okay, like, all right, you know what I mean? Or
No,
it's
that's a
like
fact.
I don't understand that. You like I don't even play cards. I play dominoes and I probably know how to play Uno and that's it. Like I don't really get into it like that. And I'm just like, all right, like
Did her
I
phone cut
wouldn't
off
say
or is
you
that
don't
me?
gamble. I think all women are gamblers.
you think all women are gamblers? How?
Yeah, because I'll be rolling the dice with the hot pockets you're gonna get. You say maybe yeah, he seems cool, da 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 da, and then boom, you realize you ain't shit. Damn, the bell's already been made. You done lost your money.
That's crazy work. I mean, I could
But he got a
understand
point
that.
though.
But my thing is like I like to have conversations with people. So I could already kind of gauge that it's not going to work, especially when this guy is like, oh, I want a legacy. I want to have my family, this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay, so what is it about your last name that makes you that I'm like what is it about your last name that you want to sit there and carry? Like what exactly is it? And then they're just like looking at me and then now there's crickets. And I'm like, oh,
What if he told you he wants you to carry the trauma and the triumph?
I hate you.
your family last name carries
Yep.
trauma and triumph.
Trauma and well, a lot of family last names carry triumphs and trauma. What if he told you he wants you to be able to carry his legacy of trauma and triumph? Trauma can always be a tool to learn from. Triumph is how you overcame it. So in essence, he's just telling you like this ain't a perfect, pretty fairy tale thing. It's got some rough
Mhm.
edges to it, but you see me as the final, form of the picture of what to accomplish. So how would you
Right.
feel if he
But
told you
what is it? But what exactly the trauma and has it actually been dealt with and
that's
buried?
that's a great question. So then you get to
Because
then you get to
right.
dive
So
down into detail.
Right. And the thing is, it's like if they don't want to talk about it, that means that it's still there. I'm not going to
Exactly.
sit here and lie. I broke up with someone because of the simple fact I didn't like his family. Period. I was just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not
Ooh,
doing
are
this.
you
Like
Nah,
I
if
was,
family
it's your family,
oriented?
I'm out.
I'm very
She
family
is.
Oh,
oriented.
well,
She
that
is.
Even
that makes
though
sense, baby. That makes
Right,
sense.
right. But even though it's like
Yo,
I dealt with the toxicity of my own family tree. So I'm not trying to go through the motions having to deal with your family stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But also at the same time, especially when it comes to someone like being ignorant and like not trying to respect someone else's culture, whatever, whatever, it's just like there's just certain things I'm just not going to deal with. And I see the red flags and I will leave you all the way.
A question, Kennedy. What does my family have to do with the family we supposed to be create together?
A
I'm getting
lot.
married into that. What are you talking
A
about?
No, 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 no,
lot.
no, no,
That
no, no,
family
no.
set the
Because it's funny.
foundation
I
for
asked
who
that
you
question
are.
because it's funny. Because it's like if we're going to create a family and I control everything and about I'm paying bills, I'm doing everything. What does my family have to do with us building a family?
Because whether you
Nothing. You don't
believe,
have to. You don't have to know. You don't have to be best friends with my cousins or my moms and all this other shit. It's me and you together. It's not
Kennedy,
me and them together.
can I
it's
We
not a
supposed
interject?
to lead from our family,
Can I
not
it's
to
not
us.
interject,
about
Kennedy?
pop. It's not about being best friends with your cousin. As much as we don't like to address it, our families play a huge role in who we become in this lifetime. Like we can change a few things about it, but a lot of times your foundation, which is your family, which is where you grew up at, holds a lot of weight. So going into something, if a man's family don't like the woman or the woman don't like them, it's not a good blend because drama comes with that. Like it causes friction, it causes problems. My lady happy and cut my family off, or do I want to cut this lady off and stay with my family? Especially if you are a family oriented person. Like if you like, cause I'm like that. I'm very family oriented. I want to be able to go to the family reunions and your people not looking at me sideways because they don't fuck with me, and vice versa. So it matters for sure.
I find it interesting that we say the family doesn't matter, but then on the same time we bring up how we need community in the Black community.
Exactly.
Um, Family absolutely matters, and I am 100% in agreement with Kennedy. Your family is someone that we're going to have to rely on when it comes to children. You don't marry just the man, you marry the family. At least in our culture, and I know Kennedy is Latina, we marry the family. So, for example, when my husband's mother is sick, it's not my husband taking her to the doctors, it's me. I'm taking care of her. I'm up and down in the hospitals with her because my husband's working. So, no, it's not what me and you are building. That's too individualistic. We need to start thinking about community based families again. Okay. We marry into the family. So, the family is important. I do not understand. Like, for example, I noticed that a lot of mothers are like their single sons' wives. It's sick. They leave no room for the woman to be their wife. So, Kennedy, if you do not like the man's family, I'm 100% in agreement with you because when it comes to marriage, we only look at the wedding, we don't look at the long term marriage. What happens when that man's mother becomes sick? That's your responsibility, Kennedy, because he's going to be too busy working. And you don't want to mistreat a woman who has disrespected your culture and your lineage because you're going to be taking care of her. I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much.
No, exactly. Because it was very this happened to me a couple of times to where the mother was like completely rude. Like it was just that the women in his family was completely rude, and then they're talking about the Super Bowl, and they were just like, "Oh, oh." It was in a language that I could understand. Excuse me. Okay, like how does this look when my family and their family have to be in the same house for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all of that? Is it going to be a clash of the cultures? Because it's not going to be fair when my family is going to be very accepting of
your American culture, right? But then you're turning around and being disrespectful over here. So for me, it's like how you view politics, how you view policies, how your family is, the genetics of your, like all of that comes into play. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, I had a conversation with this guy, and the topic of taking care of his mom came up. Right now he has a nurse, and he was looking at it as, he said that he would never marry a woman that wouldn't take care of her parents. And I told him, I said, yes, I completely, utterly agree, right? However, this is what I said. If it's to a point to where your mother's health has declined so much, you're still going to have to pay that nurse lady. Because mind you, your mom is twice my height and twice my size. Now, mind you, this is what I said. If I'm getting my hair done, of course your mom is going to come. I'm getting my nails done, all these other things, like all the things that I know that I will be able to handle, I would be able to do that for your mother. Cool. However, you are still going to have to pay that nurse lady, because I'm not going to be able to physically lift her out of bed and put her in the tub. I am not comfortable with that. And even though I work out, I don't have the strength to do that. Right? Because if she falls and breaks her hip, you're going to think I'm trying to kill her. So no, you're still gonna have to pay that lady. And he was looking at me like he was offended. And he said, well, what about your mom? I said, well, me and my mom is the same height as me. She's 5'2" and she's 125 pounds because she's a runner, right? She'll run for miles and miles and miles. So I could physically be able to handle that. But your mother, though, I
She's
can't
a big
physically.
woman, okay?
She's a big lady, you know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, you're gonna, and I can see if I was a trained nurse, if I was a trained CNA, I might look at it differently. But I was looking at him like, I don't want to cause any problems. And I felt like what he wanted me to do was to lie to make it seem like I would be able to perform, to do something that I know physically I won't be able to do.
Yeah, I think
Type of
a
thing.
lot of people have unrealistic expectations in that regard. I mean, like you keep saying, I hear a lot of you take care of them, you take care of her, but I didn't hear him saying anything about him taking care of his own mom. Like this, I think that's a little strange. And like Sierra said, like you said, like family that you marry into is so important because I don't feel like battling your mother my entire marriage. I don't feel like arguing with your family every time we get together. Nobody wants to do that shit. That's the reason why a lot of people have problems. They don't eliminate this shit up front and then they get in a relationship and then they complain the whole time. Nobody wants to do that. Like, if I don't like your family, I ain't fucking with you. That's just where I'm at. Not long term because I don't want to have to put up with those people.
No facts, especially if you ever dated the family's breadwinner, you would experience
Oh
it
my God,
firsthand.
Kennedy.
Like
I
what?
hated it.
So now the women in the family or the mom in the family is looking at you like you're taking all of their son's money and whatever, all because, she feels like all of her bills should be paid by her son when really she was supposed to be taken care of by your father, type of thing. And whatever. So it's like, oh, well, you're going on vacation. Well, how much was that? Or, oh, I see you with a new purse. Well, how much was that? Did my son buy that? It's like I dealt with that firsthand and I wouldn't, I can't. I just can't do it.
So I have to say that then it has to go on both sides then, because if it's like we're thinking about family oriented, and say a man being family oriented and a woman being family oriented, especially being black Americans, majority was coming from single parent households. So it's like, would we say that's a family oriented place to come from, or a good selection to choose somebody that you would be family
It
oriented
could be.
yourself? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm saying in the first place, it doesn't. We shouldn't be regarding it because it's the person, the individual. Because, like, for instance, he could be family oriented, but then he just got a fucked up moms and a fucked up, sisters and shit like that. He got fucked up family, but he's a good person. So
So
I'm gonna
is he no
eliminate him because
contact with
his
the
moms is
family, or
fucked
are
up.
they gonna be at every family cookout every Sunday? Because all of that's gonna matter, right? Like if you're a great guy and your family's fucked up, but you making me see them every weekend, that's probably gonna be a problem. But if we
Yeah,
only gotta see
y'all let
them once
me
in
in
the blue
after.
moon, that's probably not gonna be that big of a deal.
The thing is that
Yeah,
as a
so
good man, he's not gonna put you in that situation to even deal with his family like that. If you know, like if you don't get along with my mom's, I'm not gonna sit here and force you to go places or whatever. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the woman and the man. But at the end of the day, to eliminate him because of his family, if men do that, then we wouldn't have relationships at all.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't explain it to somebody coming
I
from a
don't think
single parent
we're dealing
household.
with the same dynamic. Can I get this minute? Like guys, we don't got to think of it like that because we can always keep it moving. But with the women, their projected goal is to enter, what's that world, to communicate and mingle with the rest of the women in the family, compared to like if they brought you over there, you could just be like, what's up to the uncles and the whoever, and you could just go play your corner. It don't work like that with the women, so it's like they have to take that into consideration.
We
Whereas
definitely boss man, because if we come in your mama crib, you introduce me to your moms as your girl, etc., etc., and I
yeah.
come in and I just sit quiet the whole time,
No, I'm not
multiple
saying
times,
that. I
like,
said, hold on, let me finish. I said once you come in, it's easier for a man to play the corner compared to the woman,
yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. That, like you said, Senor made a very key component. Fact is as we are observers, so I'm not gonna just in the pool knowing there's sharks everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? Even though I came with my girl or whatever the case may be. So now I'm saying like moving forward, like in the same breath as far as having to take it into consideration, yes. But I would just say like it that I feel like communication when it comes down to that part, like if you really care about this person, you ain't even gonna go into love and all that, but you care about this person enough, you want to be around it, but you see that the family dynamics issue, there should be some verbiage and dialogue as far as boundaries. Listen, I know your cousin and I don't like to be around him, so if this is a family event, I don't want to go, and I just think you should understand as to why, and then that's it. And it's not even a argument, babe. I make you feel comfortable. That's it. And then so on and so forth. If people force people into situations, and then there's times you should be courageous and try to deal with it for certain reasons, like funerals, weddings, whatever. But other than that, like if there's a communication, hey, I didn't like that time when we was at your family's house. This one made me feel uncomfortable. Or I'm not feeling your mom's. It's nothing, whatever. That can be communicated and also be like addressed. I feel like amongst the two people. You know what I'm saying? As far if they're open minded to it, but just to write them off like, nah, your mother's a bitch. I'm all set with you. I don't know. I don't think that's fair.
Hey, well, here's the
I
thing.
think
I don't
men
want
do a
to
disservice
accidentally
with
on
those.
purpose slug your mom because she don't know what to say out her mouth. So, I mean, look, some women don't want to deal with the battle of the angry ass mom, bro. Some of y'all moms act like y'all girlfriends and don't know women really want to deal with that.
Type shit.
Like, to be quite honest. So, just because she writes you off, that's just not the woman that's willing to tolerate that.
No,
But
that's
that's
cool, but
okay.
I'm asking if off the first interaction you realize you and this person not gonna agree, would you not give the person who's a significant other in this situation an opportunity to basically
Us not agreeing is one
accommodate you?
thing. I
You
mean,
know what
but
I'm
here's
saying?
the thing.
Oh
Us
my
not
God, who did
agreeing is
that?
one thing, but oftentimes when women have an issue,
Bro,
okay,
is you
let's
dead
go ahead.
ass?
Hey,
Yep,
I
I
don't.
got it.
Hey,
Don't even worry
mods,
about it. I
mod.
got it.
Give me 1 second, mods. I don't know who's approving right now, but we not letting no more pink tickets up here. So if a
That's
pink ticket
crazy.
raise their hand, don't approve that shit. Let them sit down there.
Say less.
Okay, so there was a situation where I was dating this guy from Chicago.
Chirac.
And normally I like to keep my nationality to myself, right? So she was like, so we're having dinner and whatever, and
She said some
I'm being as
disrespectful
polite
shit.
as possible. And she was like, so you brung a black Mexican home, you couldn't bring a regular black girl
Oh
home?
fuck you.
And I was just look, what is really happening? So I just kind of like try to like shrug it off my shoulders or whatever. So it was like the shots kept coming, the shots kept coming. He didn't do anything to try to shield me from quote unquote these shots, these slick remarks or whatever.
Verbal
She
assault.
went as far, as inviting another woman to the house that was more of what she felt like was more of her preference or whatever. So for me, I was just like, I'm about to go, because I feel like a lot of moms hold their sons in a higher regard than who they are in real life,
Oh
right?
yes, absolutely.
So at the end of the day, I found out later that he was a 4 for 4 Wendy's combo menu. He did lie about having children, and I don't have any kids, so I don't date men with kids or whatever. And my whole thing is like, she didn't even have to disrespect me for real. All she had to do was pull me aside and be like, "Hey, baby, I don't know if you noticed, but my son got 4 kids and 4 baby moms. I just wanted to let you know before you continue." I would have been gone like Casper the Ghost. You didn't have to disrespect me and do
Mm.
all of the things that you try to do during that dinner and whatever to try to make it seem like I'm beneath you and whatever, like, you know what I mean? So it was like a whole thing. So I was just like, yeah, nah.
God has a good way of showing you something, like showing you something right before the actual problem happens. So that was actually, you got out of there unscathed, but that is wild, wild, crazy. Just have to say that.
Yeah, I think men should judge the women they mess with based off of it. I know y'all was saying earlier that y'all don't think so. It's a lot of daddy issue women out here. It's a lot of spiteful moms that try to sabotage their future and their life. I don't want to attach myself to that type of woman because what it shows is that she can't get over the hurdles of whatever disadvantages she was born with. We all got some type of disadvantage. But if she's still holding on to the daddy issue, that's an issue because I'm not about to be her fucking daddy. I'm not I'm not coming to try to break her daddy issues. And then if she got a sabotaging ass mama, I don't want to deal with that because if your mama able to sabotage your life, that means she's too intertwined with everything you have going on as an adult,
That's a
which
Hey,
means
fact.
I'm
Wes,
probably
Wes, I
I'm
want to
probably
ask
not
you
gonna be
though.
able to break it.
That's a great perspective, and I understand that part because that's how you conduct your movements. But do you think that's necessarily fair to base your interaction with somebody based off that? Like, yeah, that because that's the tree they came from. But people can change, brother. It's not up to you to change them or whatever. But people just don't know. Like you said, there's been underlining issues, and it's not up for you to feel like, yo, I see this time the third. Like there has to be some form of like an initiation to want to just
So
to fix it instead of just being like, yo, I'm out. This is not worth it.
so
Like,
so I get your point, right? And one thing I learned when I had something to lose, I don't have time to waste.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I didn't have shit to lose, then yeah, of course, let's go do fucking arts and crafts with crayons and markers. But when I got shit to lose, I don't have time to waste. I don't
Mm.
have time to try to figure you out to get you out of your daddy issues or your mother issue. I don't have time for that. So for me, it'll be a disadvantage. For two, it'll probably be counterproductive because I probably get frustrated too quickly because I'm limited on time. Like
Oh,
I
sir.
need you to already have at least most of your shit together. You can have a little shit here and there. I ain't saying be perfect, but goddamn, I'm not finna Dr. Phil a motherfucker.
Wow, that was a beautiful explanation. I needed that because that clarified the whole thing. It has to be on a spectrum of like, is it worth my time where I'm at and wanting to fix or not? But yes, that I totally agree with that. Like, if I don't got time to waste and I got shit I'm doing, and then you're coming into the mix with bullshit, no, absolutely not. But if I have time and whatever the case may be, and I don't really know you, and I'm just basing it off of one interaction. I'm an optimist, so like I would give somebody another chance.
Then you
Like,
could give
yeah,
them a little more grace.
I give them one more try. You know what they
Yeah,
say?
that makes
Fool
sense.
me once, fool me twice. Shame on me.
I just started paying attention, and what I started doing was because I did experience being a significant other of a weird ass family dynamic. And what I started doing was just being observant because being nice wasn't working. Smiling when I go and how you doing and all that. That shit wasn't working. It was just like you too nice or something. Like you just get walked all over. So I just started being observant towards family dynamics. And if that wasn't something I could get jiggy with, I didn't fuck with it. Like I didn't put myself into it. because I just feel like when you go into like a long term relationship, like certain things are for you to work on as an individual. I don't like trauma dumping and trauma bonding. So it's certain things that you're responsible for as an adult, and you got to take the responsibility in that and take your time out to actually heal and do the things that you're supposed to do as an individual, because your happiness as an individual is on you. And when you're unhappy with yourself and now you're disturbing the peace of the relationship, the happiness of the relationship, because you're unhappy, that's a problem. If you letting your family into your shit, like me, I'm big on my family. My family not coming into my shit. I'm not that. Like, only two people can ruin my relationship. That's me and my spouse. Any outside noise is not gonna fuck with shit. Your behaviors and my behaviors is what can fuck this shit up. And I don't think a lot operate like that. If mama holds so much weight that, oh, I don't like her, she this, she that, and you quick to start dogging her out, or vice versa with the woman. I don't like that type of shit. I don't think family should be implanted into your relationship like that. I feel like that's very, I don't know, it's just a weird dynamic to me.
Definitely a boundary issue. I agree.
think it's good if it's a healthy family though. Like if you
Oh
actually have
yeah,
a healthy, productive family, them being integrated is like it's a key essential to growth,
right,
right? To
Yeah,
right.
but
stability
West,
and it's
having your
support. But
family
if they're
in your
not,
relationship.
yeah, you got to remove it.
It's kind of hard to have that as a woman, though. Well, in my experience, I ain't gonna speak for everybody, but with us, when we go talk to our families about whatever a man has chosen to do or the hurt that we're venturing through with our partner, and we already all know that you're gonna go through things in a relationship. It's not gonna ever be just peaches and cream. You're gonna go through shit. And I would go to my family and be like, hey, like, I need help with this situation. What's your advice? Leave him. Fuck that nigga. And it's not even like cheating and shit. It's just us trying to blend and get on our feet. Cheat, leave him. Fuck that nigga. I didn't
You know
like
what
that
it
shit
is?
because, go ahead.
Yo, invite Jay up. Why y'all ain't invite Jay up? Yeah,
He
thank you.
was just up
Well,
here and
it's
then he was,
like
I
that.
don't know what happened.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's typically like that because people know the whole story. Like the people in the corner, they usually only hear fucking do this. They
You going
Yeah,
usually
in
we
and out
can't.
the
Yeah,
matrix,
yeah,
but we can't hear you.
yeah. We can't hear you.
I ain't gonna lie.
Wesley,
I just shit.
you going in and out the matrix spot,
Yeah,
so we can't
we
really
can't.
hear.
I know.
We can't hear you. Oh shit. But yeah, like I didn't like that. Like I want neutral people. You know what I mean? Like if I come to you, tell me where the fuck I'm wrong at. And it's like families are biased because you're their cousin, you're their sister, you're their brother, you're etc. So it's like they can only see the wrong in the other person. I like neutral people. So I went got around good hearted friends and older people that are married, etc., so that I can get that healthy advice. Like, no, y'all need to sit down and have this conversation. Like, it was just certain shit that I expected from my family because I did watch certain stuff growing up. And I was like, okay, I don't want this. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna do this. And certain shit I just didn't want a part of my life. Like, if you can't be a neutral source and be like, all right, let me take LeBro under my wing and show him, the ins and outs of this shit. Because some people did fall short and had broken families or et cetera. So if I'm coming to you and I'm like, hey, I'm in love with this person and this person treats me well, we're just going through this subset of issues. If your first answer is to leave them or some weird ass shit. Oh, you should have stayed with such and such. When such and such was dogging me out even worse, like it just be fucking diabolical sometimes. So I just remove family altogether. I don't like it.
Sometimes you can't even trust family. Those gonna be the motherfuckers that'll stab you in the back the quickest. Now I got a new topic up here. Mac, Senor J. Anybody that's still active, ping the room out, share the room out. We've been in gender wars for hours. Butter opened this room up and left us here to war. That left us here to motherfucking war floor. You understand? Shout out to everyone that's been coming through. Shout out to Money Dust. Shout out to Jabril. Shout out to the whole fucking film. Yo, shout out to Mac. Shout out to Cammy. Shout out to Jason. Yo, to everybody that fucking pushed up. I appreciate y'all. Oh my God, it's been a great conversation. I don't know if y'all still want to continue, but I'm definitely coming back tonight when Butter is free. She'll open this shit up again and just leave us here. That's what she does. She opens it up, leave. Mac does the same
Don't do
shit.
that. Don't
No,
do
Mac
that.
does the same shit. No,
Don't do
Mac
that.
does the same shit. She'll open the room up and she'll leave us here to war. Was there anybody else that would like to talk about hard conversations? Do women accept the hard truth when it comes to conversations? Sitting down and having those hard truth conversations. What's up, Mac? You want to talk about this? Anybody with Kennedy, Kate? Anybody else want to talk about hard conversations and women accepting them?
I don't think that's a sex thing. I think that's a human thing. I've come to learn that a lot of people can't take constructive criticism. It's hard to hear. It's hard to bear. And I feel like that's why a lot of relationships kind of do come to an end because people can't sit down and have them hard conversations. Like you got to be able to have them hard conversations with your partner. You got to be able to open up and be fucking vulnerable. Like if you somebody that don't want to be vulnerable, just stay by yourself until you can be vulnerable with a person. Especially if you're talking about spending the rest of your life with them. Like I don't know how people expect certain dynamics to work, I guess, unless they get with somebody that has that same subset of mind with that dynamic. But yeah, I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's a everybody thing. Hard conversations are just that hard to have. And some people they can't stand on that shit. Like they simply can't have a hard conversation. The easy shit, oh, I want to fuck. Oh, I don't really want that, not this. I want to do this. That shit cool, fine and dandy. But when it comes to, okay, I'm pregnant, what we doing? I want an abortion. I don't want an abortion, mama. I want you to go on and have the baby. Like, we did this shit already. People not having them conversations. Like, they do meet and greet shit. And then when it comes to hard conversations, they bypass them by making decisions on their own.
Thank you for that, Mac, baby. What's up, Kate? You want to come in? Talk to me. What's
Yeah,
up?
I just wanted to say I about the like whole like family situation. I think it's important also that you are able to check your
Kate,
family
you
when
got
they're
twins,
being
Kate? My bad. I want
I
to.
have twins.
Huge.
Yeah, they we probably hear them, but able to check your family when they're in the wrong with your partner also. Like a lot of people do that. I think it's uncomfortable for people, but it's just it is.
Yeah,
God damn it. Go ahead, Kennedy. Talk to me.
I agree, but I feel like when it comes to the hard truths, I feel like it really depends on what exactly the hard truths are. Because when it comes to families and just certain situations, um, I think hearing about it and then letting your feelings just flow is kind of like the step towards acceptance. Um, but again, it just really depends on exactly what it is. Like we could go, I feel like there's like a lot of different layers. There's a lot of different topics that we could touch into when it comes to like hard truths and stuff like that. So it just really depends. I don't know.
I don't think women are accepting the hard truth. Men will understand the hard truth, but as soon as we say, "Hey, baby, you looking a little too, big in that damn dress. Take that damn dress off," or "Goddamn, your goddamn breath smell like garlic and cheese," or "Goddamn, get your stinking ass in the shower." I don't know. Y'all, I don't think y'all accept the hard truth.
Well,
I hear you.
Stack.
Come on, Danielle.
I
Well,
mean, I
Stack.
don't know.
Men, I think men don't accept the hard truth that their dad not coming back from the store. I don't think that men accept the hard truth that it wasn't their mama fault that they daddy don't love them like that. I don't think that men accept the hard truth that some of them niggas do not bathe correctly. Right? I don't think some of them accept the hard truth that they're not that guy. That's why they're having such a hard time with women. Okay, so I think there's a lot of hard truths, that hairline is about to go. You need to just shave it bald, my guy. But you're trying to hold on to them Homer Simpson hairs. I think they don't things. I think they're a little delulu.
They
It's a
are.
hard truth that they need
Damn.
that men also hit the wall. That the older they get, the more likely they're gonna have an autistic child. I think that they need to accept the hard truth too. I mean,
Thank you,
we
Danielle.
didn't
You
talk about it.
kicked that.
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it because I'm not gonna lie. This guy, we met. He gave me his number, and then all of a sudden he sends me his address, and I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "That's my address," and
Wow.
I was
So
like,
you want
"Okay."
me
And
to
then he
come
was
rob
like,
you?
"Right." So this is the thing. He was like, "Come over," and I was like, "No," and I blocked him. Like it was just that simple. Like I understand that he was probably in his whole phase or whatever the hell that is, but I don't really play. I don't partake in that, so I just blocked him and moved on.
Why do
Like
you wait, Kennedy? You blocked that man. That could have been your next husband. Now let me tell
Your
you.
no, no, no,
next
no.
No,
My
husband
wait,
is
next
wait, wait,
fucking
wait,
husband,
wait,
my
wait,
next
wait, wait, wait,
Toothpaste.
wait,
husband
wait, wait.
would not be
Kennedy,
sending a woman.
Let me tell you why, Kennedy. Let me tell you why. Because some Mac, you want me to tell her your first dating encounter and how it went and how it was
I'll
going
tell
down?
her my first date
Then
encounter and
tell her.
how it went. I ain't
Then
never
tell her
fucking
because
scared.
no, I never said it. I never said you was scared. I'm just saying that sometimes women don't do what you did to get to marriage. You get what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
was the whole
well,
point of that. So don't try to.
I didn't
Why
know
you
that
trying to
that
shut
was
me
gonna
down?
lead me to marriage either, though.
All right, but I'm just saying sometimes that could have been led to marriage, and you just looked at it as a red
And
flag and said,
sometimes you feel like
"Oh,
a nut and
you know what I
sometimes
mean?"
you don't.
Okay,
But
I'm just saying.
my whole thing is this though. At the end of the day, regardless of what it was, like that was a turn off for me because what made you think to be so bold to just send me your address and be like, come over, sir? Like I'm good.
Well,
We haven't even had a phone conversation yet. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm sorry, but no.
These be the same men
I'm
that
I
gonna
be
feel like
saying
block
at a
you
why
you.
don't
certain
we have
point
a
unblockable.
it's just
conversation in person?
disrespectful.
What if he wanted to have a conversation in person, though, Kennedy? It's like you blocked your blessings. Like,
What
what
if
if
he was a
he
No,
stripper
wanted
but
to
too,
I
have a
okay?
didn't
conversation?
look at
You
it.
know what I
But
mean?
hold on. I
Uh-huh.
didn't look at it as a blessing because I kind of feel like a hard truth that some women do not want to accept is some men look at you simply just to sexually conquer you, and that's it. So even though him sending me his address, that's what the indication gave it to me. So, okay, you saw me as a sexual conquest. Okay, whatever. That's the type of time you on. I'm not going to participate in that. That was a truth that I had to accept at that time. And I just blocked him and moved on. And that's it. Like, it was just that simple. Like, good luck to him.
I
I think
see
you should
no
unblock
problems with
him,
that,
I
Kennedy.
don't
Kennedy.
think God's gonna play us like
Kennedy.
that.
Listen, you caused that man a lot of trauma, Kennedy. You know what I mean? I think you should go ahead and
Dak,
unblock him and say,
you
Oh
"Look,
better
well.
wait a
stop
minute,
this
wait
shit.
a
Keep traumatizing
minute,
these niggas.
wait a
Can I ask a
wait a
question,
minute."
They
Star?
not
Yes,
traumatized
Senora, I got
enough.
you, sister. I think you should unblock that man and reach back out to him because
Mm-mm.
what you mean?
I think you
Mm-mm.
made the right
Wait a
motherfucking
No,
minute.
move,
Why
ma'am.
y'all
Kennedy.
going to cut me off? Because I'm passing it to Senora after this. I'm going to say what I say and I'm going to give it to my sister. But listen, I feel like sometimes you guys block and be too quick. Oh, that's a red flag. And then that nigga could have been a nigga you could have been with for 20 years. Senora, what's your question? What's your question,
Well,
Senora?
it's more
I'm
of
going
a
to give it to my
question
sister.
and a
I'm going to give it to you.
statement. I just don't understand why when men say women can't handle the like accept the truth. And granted, there is a case of women who are delusional out here. But for you men, accepting the truth is women having to deal with it. And I don't think those two are synonymous. We respect that you're truthful. That doesn't mean that we have to go along with whatever your truth is. So, for example, I want to be with multiple women. Okay, I accept it. That's not for me. So I move around. Two things can be true at the same time. I accept your truth, but it's just not for me. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes sense. Kate, what was you saying? Then I know Kennedy and Jay wanted to talk, but Kate, you want to come in and then we
Oh,
can
I was just
continue.
yeah, I was just gonna say that there would be no way that I would go into a like to from what I understand, it's a random man. Like we, you don't know him.
She's so
Like
nervous she can't even get it out. Fuck.
yeah, no way. Like that's how you get murdered. That's how you go missing. That's how you get trafficked. No way.
Shit, let's say you make it out, Kate. These men gonna tell you that you just upped your body count and lowered your value. So why would they even okay that shit? Why would they backdoor and tell you, no, unblock him and do that? Don't do that shit. You did the right fucking move.
I
You
find
made the
it
right move.
I just find it very weird that men say women can't accept the truth when they don't when women have the right not to deal with your truth. I find that weird.
No,
You
it's
just
definitely
you
very
need to
weird.
be you need to be with the person who can deal with your truth. We accepted it is why we decided to make a decision. I think what happens is men want us to deal and accept with whatever it is that their truth is. And I'm not advising any woman to do that. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, like your
Sorry.
truth and my truth could be different. Like
Right, exactly. It's like, okay, you want to be outside, roam around, play around town, and all of that. And now you're angry because I removed myself out of the equation. I didn't argue with you. I didn't try to convince you to try to, look for anything serious or whatever. Okay, I left you exactly where I found you at, and now you're upset. Why?
Yeah,
Why is
that's
that? Like, I don't
I agree.
understand.
I agree.
Because
That's
you
I'm
They
not
unfair.
want
going
gut
to,
they
I'm
want
punch
the
not
one
gonna,
woman
like,
that accepts it. That's why.
Kennedy.
that's
It's
That
because
accepts
you
it
crazy.
and
gut
agree.
punched his ego. You punched his ego right in the fucking stomach. Because men definitely feel like if they want to agree or not agree, they can have anybody they fucking want, which is why they tell us it's 3-1. I can have you tomorrow, bitch. And in reality, you can't. You
Then
can't.
they should go
Exactly.
to the women that they can have. Like, this is what I don't understand. There's this new wave of men on Clubhouse trying to convince women of going to poly. I accept that you're poly, but
But
go
I
deal
don't
with
want
the
that
women.
shit.
Go deal with the women that like accept that. There's nothing wrong with it. I applaud your lifestyle. It's just not for me. What is the problem? Go with the women that accept that.
So I asked the man that senora, and I asked him because I was basically saying that hoes should get with hoe ass niggas. Good people should get with good people. Quit trying to go get a monogamous woman and make her cool with you having bitches and all of this. And the man told me, he said, "Back, why would I go to a tree that bears apples and pick an apple up that's bitten out of that's on the ground? No, I'm gonna go to the top of that tree and grab the most vulnerable fresh apple and do what I want to do with it." That's what I was told.
And
But that
this is
is
the thing.
predatory.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
predatorial. And what's happening is they just want us to deal with whatever degenerate truth that they have. So it's not exactly that women can't accept the truth. Men just want women to deal with whatever degenerative truth that they have, especially with the women that they want. And they just have to understand sometimes well, actually, most times you don't qualify, sir. I'm sorry. But good luck with you and your truth. Live in it, embrace it. I don't have to, but good for you. Good luck.
Jay, did you still want to talk or were you able to say what you wanted to say?
I'm mostly just listening because I wasn't here for most of the conversation.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to the hard truth of like, dating people with kids and whatever. Like a lot of them are like, well, you can't tell me to date a single mom and whatever. But sir, you're a Wendy's combo menu though. Like I'm not understanding. So if I don't want to date you because I don't have any kids, now you're offended. And I feel like it's just like everything is becoming full circle.
Kennedy,
You
why
know
you
what I
wasn't here
mean?
yesterday?
Who me?
We had Yes, we had that conversation yesterday. About literally what you just said. We was talking about that in here.
Yeah, especially no, I wish I was here, but I wasn't here. I was jet skiing yesterday, but even when it comes to like body types or whatever, it's like they get so offended because to them, like this one guy said to me on Clubhouse, he's like, if you're going to treat Chris Brown like this, then I only want to meet a woman who's going to treat me like I'm Chris Brown. And I'm looking like, but you're not Chris Brown. So it's almost like this entitlement thing and whatever, because like who are you exactly, sir? You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't know. Like it's just like because they're like, oh, if you're gonna accept him for cheating, then you should accept me for cheating. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. Which I kind of feel like, which is another reason why they like to over romanticize the past and everything because they feel like their grandfathers and great grandfathers was able to get, you know, they shit off and whatever, and the women in their families were long suffering. And for me, it's just like, why do I have to be with you and suffer? Like,
You
I'm not
you you
understanding
don't.
any of
Yeah, it's getting crazy. But yep, so I think we answered the question. I think men are the ones that can't accept the hard
No,
truth.
it's always gonna be you.
Y'all are the fucking problem.
I think women can accept the hard truth, but I think most of us have to get the truth from people that we respect and people who actually like know us and who understand us, right? So I think I wouldn't listen to what somebody said that don't even know me about anything because you don't even know me, right? So I think, yeah, no, women, they can accept the hard truth.
Yeah, they just hate the fact that we could maneuver around it. Like, I know for a fact a hard truth is I might not be a lot of guys' preferences because I'm darker than what they would like. Okay, cool. What I do, I moved around. Like, it's just that simple.
But see, the problem is that men expect women to like be sad that they don't want them, as though there's no other men coming. Right? That's
That's
really
why I
what it
love
is.
Danielle. She don't care about you.
No, for real though. Like, I've never been upset if a dude was like, "Yo, you're not my type," or "Hey, look, I don't like you like that." All right, cool. Like, I'll see another nigga in 5 minutes. I'll be cool. Like, it's not that serious to be like upset that somebody don't want you. If they not your cup of tea, you're only supposed to be looking for one person. So if 99% of the people you meet don't fit that mold, why are you upset
Yo,
when you're only looking for one
yo,
person?
somebody told Danielle I need an entrepreneur interview. I've been asking her for 80 million times, and
Danielle, don't make him ask you no
no,
motherfucking
I'm
more. He
not gonna
needs
ask you.
you to do what he needs you to
Not
do.
gonna ask you again, Dan.
Hop down.
I'm
Do
sorry,
that
Stack.
shit.
I got a lot going on. I'm about to
God
get
damn
back
it!
on a plane tomorrow. Like, what
Damn,
the
you
fuck?
already leaving?
Yeah, I'm going to Florida.
Oh my fucking god! I'm never gonna get my exclusive real estate interview. Got
I'm sorry, Stack, but everything's calming down after this week because my sister's retiring from the military, so I'm just gonna be chilling now. I can come back to Virginia
okay, please, please, please,
and I
real
can
estate
hang
Thank
out.
her
interview
for
with
her
Danielle.
service.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you all.
But the hard truth, you guys can't accept it. If a man tells you he wants three women and he wants you to still be the wife, you guys would lose your shit.
I would
You
say
know what I'm saying?
no.
Let's just keep it real. Hey,
When I
No.
agreed
The
to this
answer is no.
relationship,
That
I
just because
agreed
that's
to
what he
be in a
wants, that's not what I
monogamous
accept.
relationship. Like when we agreed to it, I agreed to be with just you, not you, Becky, Sue, and them. I ain't asked for all of that because I would have never said yes in the first damn place. Ain't
so
nobody
you don't
asked you.
think so,
Most of
Danielle?
y'all men are operating at 75% already. You have the audacity to not be operating at 100%, and then you still want to spread that shit around.
They want
Like,
to
are
go
you slow?
50-50 with
Like
all
that
three
shit
of
is
y'all,
But
Danielle.
crazy.
I'm just saying,
Like
Danielle.
I'm getting
Danielle.
75 now. I'm getting
Ah
55
man,
because you
y'all
diluting the
don't
shares.
understand. Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about.
Like that's
Danielle,
crazy.
they want to go 50-50 with all three women. He want to have three women. He want a
Listen,
poly relationship, but all three of y'all better meet him halfway. Fuck is you talking about?
listen. Y'all still don't understand.
We
It don't
understand. This shit is just diabolical, stack.
now.
Like,
Listen,
it's
three.
fucking
Listen,
crazy.
if he tells you he wants four women, and he wants you to be the half y'all can't
If he
even
wants
handle that.
a women stack, he needs to be able
No,
to
but he's listen.
provide for that.
Exactly. That's what I'm
If
trying to
he
tell y'all.
can't,
What if he
I
can
would
if
keep
tell
he
him
up
ain't,
with
it's
four?
nice to want.
What if he can keep up
if,
with four women? What if
if
he's
he ain't,
that? Listen, y'all not you Mac. You not understanding. It's different men in different brackets. Obviously, a regular nigga's not gonna be able to have four niggas, four women. But what if he's saying that he wants you to be the main, and four? He just wants four. Y'all not gonna give this nigga what he wants if he's taking
No,
care
because
of
you don't
everything.
deserve it. No.
Oh my.
No, and
This is why we
this
go to
whole thing,
Thailand. This is why we
it
go overseas like SRT and shit. We go to Thailand and shit like that. You feel
Most of
me?
y'all don't have no passport though, so that's not a problem.
Oh my god,
Most of
man.
y'all don't have enough PTO to go get a wife in another country. You over there at a resort for 3 days, now you a passport, bro. Shut up. Shut up. We do not want to hear that. Most of y'all don't barely hardly speak English. You think you'll go to another country, speak their language? I doubt it. I doubt it. Google translate your ass to a degree or something. Stop worrying about them women overseas. They don't want most of y'all. Usually the men that can get them women overseas are men that can get women here too. Like, let's be clear about that.
So no four women, no four women for us, huh? Just yeah.
Stack, you got somebody, so you need to be quiet.
I know, but I'm just saying, like for the men that can't, that's trying to do it. You feel me? You won't get it, then yeah. You feel me? What if they trying to do that? You know what I'm saying?
it's
Stop
usually
giving them
broke
hopes
men trying
because
to do
results
that.
may vary. Like,
Results may
all of
vary.
y'all
It's
are not
crazy.
the same. You might be 5'10", the next man might be 5'5". Y'all don't have the same options, bro. Like, I'm sorry. The results may vary, just like your height.
Shit. Well, she's got a point there. Jay, Kennedy, is anybody else who wants to talk about this? And Yoda, Mac, Cammy. Is anybody that wants to continue to talk about hard conversations and about women accepting the truth? Who else would like to dive in? I know we may come back with a night room as well, but is anybody else who wants to continue?
I'm gonna take a wife nap, Stack. So
Okay, have
I
a
just
nice
came by to
wife
see
nap.
you and support everyone. And I saw Danielle in here. And then I later saw Kennedy. So and I loved meeting Mac and all the new people. So I'm gonna take a wife nap. I've been cleaning all day and cooking. So
I appreciate you, Senor. You already know. Make sure y'all follow my sister.
She's
She
one of
been
the wives
supporting.
I respect, okay?
Yeah, she been supporting gender wars ever since the doors opened, and then when all the people switched up on the stack, guess who still rock with me? Danielle, Senora, Cammy, all the real ones. I need to go call my sister Diego too and see what she's doing. She's a real one
you
too.
know
But I love
she's
y'all.
baking.
She's baking right now.
She's probably baking some sort of cheesecake or
I
something.
know. I asked her for
Baby,
my
who
papaya
knows?
cheesecake, but she ain't make it yet. But I love you guys. We'll be back in. No more final words. Senior's taking a wife nap. Cammy setting up a joint account. Mac, I don't know what the fuck you're doing right now. You know what
I'm
I'm
going to
saying?
the
Danielle,
arcade.
all
A
right, cool.
white nap sounds nice.
Yeah, Jay. But half y'all not married. So I'm out of here. Bye.